Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining. If you can hear me on TikTok, say yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what we're doing. Let me just send this video to the... I'm in the UK. I can investigate Nigerian police. I can ask questions. They cannot arrest me. Okay? If una no one ask question, all those yeye journalists, they know they ask question. Me, I will ask question. Hold on. You wanna go see now? Let me get this all sorted. We will no longer give them chance to bury the case. No way. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, guys. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. About this guy that that pied this young lady, basically, and I'm going to be open. If you want to help, share. I don't want to code it. I want to talk about the guy that murdered this young lady in Abuja. The only way you can help us, if I'm using the right language, I don't want to code it. I don't want to say pie. I want to say the guy that killed this girl. Okay. So the only way you can help me to overcome the algorithm and also the sanction is for you to click likes on the page. That is the only way. If you are liking it, TikTok know that we're having a conversation. Okay, but if I'm saying the word that I shouldn't supposed to say and you're not liking it, then TikTok will begin to say this guy is preaching hate. We're not preaching hate. We want to be real so that other people will learn. I don't want to be using the word pie. This, I want to use the real word. Sanction, sanction. The only way you can overcome the sanction is by clicking likes. That's all. By just clicking likes. That's all. Likes. That's all. I'm no longer ready to allow anybody to take us for granted, because what happened to this guy can happen to your family member. And you don't just want some rubbish story. You want to see that people are held accountable, not just held accountable, that people are held seriously accountable. This is a serious evening, man. This is a serious evening. This is a serious evening. This is a serious evening, and I am here live on YouTube. Now I got the video that I want to show to you guys. I'm going to start from the interview that this monster gave in Abuja. Let us start with that. Basically, that's what I'm going to start with. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, please let me know. That's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with that interview. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, let me know. If you can hear me on YouTube, let me know. Sorry, let me just get the audience feedback. Let me know. Our people on YouTube can hear me. Yes, I believe they can hear me right now. So lovely. This here we are. I'm going to try to show the video to those of you guys on YouTube. I'm definitely doing this. Yes. Okay. Now, the guy that is accused of, not accused, the guy caught that murdered this girl, he's been arrested. Basically, there's no longer an accusation. It is confirmed that he murdered this girl and he butchered the body very well. The way he butchered that body, nobody could tell you, say that body is meant for something. You are here, people's queen. You are here last day before yesterday when we talk about it. When I told you guys, the way I look at that video, the way I look at that picture, that was on a mission. That guy was on a mission to go and sell that body. And I said it, and I meant it, because you cannot, nobody dispose something like that. It's intentional. And all of the rubbish that he's been talking about when they ask him a question, it's so funny that Nigerian police are so lazy to do proper investigation. And this is what they normally do. This is what they do. Listen to this. Listen to the narrative he's giving. This is the guy being interviewed. I hope you can hear me on. This is the guy being interviewed now. He's being interviewed.
Not like I had a plan in mind.
Simi,
Ma,
you told me that when she came, you caught her doing something. You caught her sex chatting with another man. That was why you killed her. So tell them, what is it? What has she done to you to deserve this? Tell them.
she was always cheating. She hid most of the things from me most times.
How did you get to know?
Because I saw her phone.
How? When did you get to know?
I saw her phone, like I said.
What did you see in the phone?
I'm gonna start again,
When she
guys.
came, you caught her doing something. You caught her sex chatting with another man. That was why you killed her. So tell them, what is it? What has she done to you to deserve this? Tell them.
She was always cheating. She hid most of the things from me most times.
How did you get to know?
Because I saw her phone.
How? When did you get to know?
I saw her phone, like I said.
What did you see in the phone that made you very angry?
Most of the chat with the other guys. That's what I saw on the phone.
So that was when you decided to kill her.
Yes,
Do you have any regrets?
I don't have any regret.
Okay, you don't regret killing her.
I don't.
Why? Why?
Because life is reciprocal. That's what I thought.
Sonny, can you hear the mic now? Can you guys hear me? So YouTuber, they can't hear me. No wonder I'm losing people. Oh, yeah, Sonny, I'm back. If you're still on YouTube, kindly let me know. Yeah. We have become so lazy that as far as they are concerned, they don't arrest the criminal. That's it. Nothing else to look at. But there is no, like, what is the mindset behind this guy? What makes this guy to do this? What makes him to take knives and be slicing pieces by pieces, size by size? Then has 6 bags and put them one by one. I can tell you something. I may be wrong. This guy was distributing it for chop. I'm telling you, somebody is buying it from him. All the gibberish he's saying is rubbish. It's literally rubbish. He's not making no sense. He's not talking sense at all. Hear the nonsense that is coming out of his mouth. Just.
But life is reciprocal. And if you must be with someone, you have to be reciprocal with that person. You have to understand what that person is going through so that you can actually put yourself in the position that kind of person is going through. So that was why I didn't have any regrets, because we're actually compatible.
What is he talking about? Life is reciprocal. That is why you must understand the person. That is why I don't have any regret, because we are compatible. What? And those journalists, what nonsense is he talking about? This guy don't make no sense. This guy don't make no sense. Our police are lazy.
So that was why.
So, Mr. Timmy, please narrate how it happened, what you saw that made you kill, and how you did it. What happened on that day?
What happened on that day was very simple. I caught her cheating on me.
I caught her cheating on me. I caught her cheating on me. What? I caught her cheating on me.
And so I brought it to her awareness that she was cheating. She refused. She didn't want to accept until I showed her the chat and showed her what she did, what she admitted, and told me she was sorry. It's never going to happen again. That was what happened.
So afterwards,
this guy is deflecting. This is called, this guy know exactly what he's doing. He know who he's protecting. This is classic deflection. There's so much he want to say, he can't say it. He's talking gibberish. Listen.
Asked her to go into the bathroom. What happened?
After that, I told her to go into the bathroom. She went to the bathroom and started some things.
After I asked her about it, and she admitted she was cheating, then she apologized. Then I asked her to go into the bathroom, and then she started some things. Please, somebody with ear should let me know whether this is making sense into your head. But of course, this is making sense for Nigerian police. This is because for them, case is closed. Case is closed. Nobody else need to go down for this. That is what they do. Lazy.
Immediately started those things. I couldn't take it lightly. I had to go into the room.
Into which room? I had to go into the room. Into which room? So the girl enter into the bathroom, right? because you can see this guy is lying, okay? This guy is lying, like lying, pint on fire.
Of where I can get some certain things that will happen.
So I went into the room to go and get some certain things that will happen. Tell me, how does this make any sense? I went into the room to go and get some certain things that will happen. The girl is in the bathroom. I asked the girl to go into the bathroom after she admitted and apologized that she was chatting with somebody. This is a fiction. There was no story like that. There is nothing like that. And you know, the good thing is this: Nigerian police can do the investigation, but they are lazy. I challenge you guys. Muiwa, I challenge you. You guys are lazy as chicken. They are lazy.
So I took the knife from the restroom.
What is he talking about? You see that he's talking rubbish. The girl entered the restroom, the bathroom. Then the girl was saying something in the bathroom. Then he went into his room. And then he said, I pick a knife from the restroom. Are you guys, this guy was just talking gibberish. I'm so happy to have you. I'm so happy, official terrorist, Terry Murphy. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Please kindly share, guys. I couldn't even share it. Let me share it because a lot of people have reached out to me that I should make sure I come live today for this very particular thing because I didn't do it yesterday. And then I took my time to watch the video. Then, because this is what I do, I take my time to analyze everything. I can watch the video 5 times just to get it right. Because they're waiting. Let me just share it, guys, and help me share as well. If you can share it to your feed, very important. This is very, very important. Because if we have our voices here, the police will fear us. We need our voices. We need people that call them to their bullshit, because this is bullshit. This is rubbish that they do. Please keep liking, guys. Keep tapping, because I'm using language that they will restrict me for. But I know send. That's why they do. I know they collect money for this TikTok. Yes.
I went into her. Let's she was lying her hand down.
So listen to this. Listen to the nonsense. So he asked the girl to go into the room. Then he went. Let me just help the Nigerian police to make nonsense of who they presented. This story is void. They should come and tell us another story. This story is void. Mr. Ben say is void. It's rubbish. Make it come and tell us another story. Because if we not talk like this, this is what you will hear. That will be the final case. And then they will arrange this guy before one kangaroo judge. And the judge will say, I sentence you to life or death. Finish. Case over. Case over. No lesson learned. Nobody else is involved. Case closed. You catch your man. But I will not agree. Listen to the nonsense so that Nigerian police can help me make a sense of what this guy is talking about. He said, I asked the girl to go into the bathroom. Then I went into my room to pick a knife. Then I enter back into the bathroom to go and see her because the girl was talking. Listen.
I hold her neck and I did what I had. Let's see, she was lying her hand down.
She was lying her hand down in the bathroom. You are not beating her. You asked her to go into the bathroom. She go into the bathroom, and then you go into your room, and then she was lying her hand down. Then you do what you had to do. Here's story now. This is what they are present. Are they not even ashamed? The Nigerian police not think that this is not good for public consumption? Did they not understand that people with sense it will be looking like, what is this guy? What are they presenting for us? But that is the narrative they want you to accept. If people like us don't call them out, they won't do anything. They have get their man. They have got their man. That's it. But what about their man? What about their bosses? If no bosses, why would this guy cut the body into pieces by pieces and come put them inside different bags where you won't carry and go. Then take time to wash it. He wash them. He wash them. There is no drop. There is no drop of BLOOD in the body. There was no drop of, there's no drop. It was well preserved. It was well arranged. And the funny thing is this. If you look at it, you know that this guy is specific. He did it purposefully because the parent of this girl, they went and put the head and arranged everything. It was a complete structure. They arrange everything. Like it's like me breaking my phone into two now and then put them back together like this. But if my phone drop accidentally, there is no way I can be able to match them together. But in the body, because I took my time, I'm sorry guys, I had to go and look at it because I'm not going to come here and cap for you. I took my time to look at it, right? When they arranged the body back on the floor, it was line by line. Where the hand's supposed to be is where the hand's supposed to be. Where everything, torso, everything, where they're supposed to be is where they are. So definitely, this guy was going to distribute it. This guy was going to sell them. This guy was asked. This is he's working for somebody. I am challenging Nigerian police. You see, I know when they are trying to cap something. When Afiba and Celine case happened, we don't see body, we don't see Afiba, we don't see Celine, and the way they see, then they Andrew deal with them for 2 weeks. They finally tell us, suddenly they say it's a ritual. I'm like, Andrew doing ritual. Do you know that Celine and Afiba could be somebody else's responsibility? And they were just looking for somebody to target on. And Andrew happened to be a scapegoat. And if I was not around, if Mr. Ben, which many Nigerians curse and abuse, if I was not available, that story would have sold. They would have called Andrew organ harvester, called Andrew kidnapper, all sorts of names. If I was not around, if I was not around, if I have no privilege to the information that Andrew sent while he was in their hand, if I was not around, Andrew, they wanted to just say, this is who he is, case closed. Because when Harrison went to Benway to identify Andrew's body, he said, this is it, no more. The two girls are still missing at that particular time. He said, this is it, no more. If you see Andrew anywhere anymore, call me a bastard. I'm like, you are talking rubbish. What about the girls? And then they quickly went and arranged a body and put it on the street. If you know what Nigerian police are capable of doing, I'm not afraid of them. I'm no longer afraid of them. What can they do me? What can they do me? Nigerian police are kidnapping. They are hiding crime. They don't investigate. They are lazy. They brought him out. And they fold their hand. And they ask Channel TV, ask question that you want to ask. And the guy is talking gibberish. Please, if you're on TikTok, this is why it's a problem with TikTok. I am using language where we say they know they allow. If you be in Nigeria, you hear what they talk. I want to use the waiting I won't use. But you can overcome it by tapping. It is free of charge. Now me they talk. This is a teamwork, guys. I know they beg you for gift. If people like us, if people like me, with many for Nigeria, where they ask question,
I hold an egg.
If we no talk now, in 2 days, this case is over. All our memory be say, I hold an egg. I marry Indomie. Indomie marry me. What rubbish is he talking about?
Can I did what I had to do, and that was it.
When she died, what happened?
When she died, nothing really happened.
You went and took the cutlass, then what?
I only took some parts of the knife, and that was it.
I only took some part of the knife, and that was it. Okay, please, I need to bring somebody up. I need to bring somebody up on TikTok. Very important, because I think I'm losing my head now. I'm actually, please request, if you want to request and join, because this is not a topic I can handle on my own. Double Chief, come up, please. Double Chief, come up. Double Chief, come up. Charles, come up. Falila, come up. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Logic Man. Yes, come up. You ain't a whim. People's Queen, come up. You ain't a whim. Eh? I have water with me. This story don't make sense, and they want us to accept it. All of you people are DMing me, Mr. Bear, you never analyze them. I say they come, make I watch them well. I not come yesterday. I took my time. Please, let us do it one by one, guys, because we have the whole house now. Falila, good evening. Let's do it one by one. Official Terry, go ahead, please. Tell me what you are thinking about this thing. Okay, let me give a recap. Now, this young lady that was killed, I'm going to use the word killed. Please keep thinking, keep typing, keep liking it, because it will overcome the sanction. Please, very important. Because if I get 10 people and I'm talking to them and they are responding, then TikTok will not understand. They will say, okay, the people are enjoying it. Falila, I can hear you. Okay, now the young lady that was pied by this guy in Abuja. The guy is giving a story that make no sense. And the police want us to accept that story. So I am telling the police now that we are not accepting it. They have to do deeper investigation. What are the rationale behind the pine of the girl and the way the guy purposely distributed the body in pieces and then use it to pack them in bags, wash them like prepared meat? Who is he selling it for? Is there other people involved? That's what we're discussing about. Terry, go ahead. Official Terry, go ahead. Okay, good evening, everybody. Evening. You remember the case of when the guy, years back, the guy that was caught in Charity, under Bridge of Charity, close to Oshodi. What's that his name again? Otokoto. Clifford, yeah. Clifford Orji. Remember his case? Remember what happened? Remember how he was arrested, taken to court,
and nothing came out apart from him that was arrested. There was nobody else that was arrested. You understand? So the fact that Clifford Orji was actually doing that and he was selling those stuff to people, and that was only the person that was roping in all of this. He never got anybody that was that maybe the people that are coming to buy from him and the rest. You understand? So there's a market for this thing. Do you understand? There's a market for this thing. Like you analyze. You said the guy. Yes, I saw the video too. He disembarked. He did everything. As in even people that are bushermen, they can't do that in his job.
It was precise.
Even look at him at the point that he did not do that thing alone. He cannot do that thing alone. There is no way only him will do that job alone. It looks as if there's somebody somewhere would have helped him, because how can one person do that? And the job is very neat. I saw it. If you go to where they are unaliving cows, where they are selling them, you understand? You will see that this person did a very, very good job. So it can never be him alone. It can never be him alone. It's either there's somebody that helped him to do the job, and of course that he has people that already buyers that is going to buy those stuff from him. Do you understand? So in Nigeria, I've said this before in your platform. I said a person with a cash, not be thief. Do you understand? Now person with a cash be thief. The other ones when they're not cash, they're not be thief. Do you understand? So you know what's up. You know what's up in Nigeria now. Now the only guy is only going to take a fall for him. And if he dare want to say anything, dare want to mention anybody, will go down. I rest my case for now.
I want you to listen to the uncle, guys, so that the next person will come up. The uncle of the guy, of the girl that actually went into the house to witness everything by himself. This is the word of the uncle. Just listen, guys. This is the word. The name is Adedeu. That is this Adeji Adedeu. That is the same surname of the girl. Is the uncle of this young lady. This is his word. Listen, guys.
Yes, the position of the family is we discovered this through the Nigerian police, and we are expecting justice from the police. He has succeeded in destroying our daughter. Not ordinary killing, he butchered her into pieces. He cut that body into more than 50 pieces. And when you look at the whole thing, he's preparing that body for consumption, because he cut all these things and leave them.
This, how many of you, day before yesterday, when we talk about this, right? And I say this day before yesterday. The man was there in the house. He said it was a clean job. There was no mess around, no blood everywhere. He clean job. And the Nigerian police are interviewing this guy, and he's talking gibberish, and that is what they want us to accept as a nation. And we're not capable of asking, could there be more to this? Phone record, transaction.
Mr. Ben, of course, they must have checked his phone. They must have checked everything about his phone. There's no way Nigerian police will catch you. They will not check your phone. They will have checked his phone. They will have checked his contact. They will have checked the last person he spoke with. Do you understand? They will have checked his text messages, his WhatsApp message, and everything. They know more. They know more, and they know the people that he's going to send it to. So they should not give us that bullshit.
Let's listen to the uncle.
In about.
Go ahead.
You know, the downside of this is when things happen, all this parading that person or the media without, first of all, rounding up all the suspects. involved with the case. It gives the other suspects a leeway to abscond.
They know what they're doing.
It's a huge security lapses because obviously this guy was not acting alone. And you cannot substantiate that with just the claim of the apprehended suspect. You have to do more forensic work in determining how many accomplices there were and how to round them up. That is why you see all the African countries, most suspects abscond into the other African countries and they can stay there and enjoy their lives. Now, this guy, even the person that was questioning him, was not doing due diligence.
They are not intelligent. These are pay-as-you-go journalists.
It was like, okay, the man said she put her hand on the floor. Well, he said she went into the bathroom, and what was she doing in there? And then she put her hands on the floor. What nonsense is it? So she willingly put her hands on the floor that you should top it up or not. I don't understand it. And this is why I recommend, Nigerian ladies, please learn a bit of taekwondo, because you're quite busy with a lot of things. You're not being prepared for self-defense like this. Yes, that's of taekwondo. Learn a bit of self-defense technique, because in the West,
this story is not making any sense at all. It doesn't sound like any lady is going to be on the floor. Floor for what? There's
no lady that will be on the floor. This guy could have pied this girl anywhere. It doesn't necessarily mean it's in that house. Oh. This is where the investigation is needed.
it was a premeditated homicide, because it might have been that he has people who were demanding for these things, and this is not the first time he's doing it, because it was a neatly done thing. So he would have done this to many other people. You see, so, and the temerity, the impetus that he had to answer the questions the way he was answering it, shows that there's something behind it. Because he was not showing any remorse. And he said that is an easy thing to pass by, which is he was asking if he appreciate the consequences of what he's done. He said it's an easy thing. What is an easy thing? It means there's an influence somewhere that might come up to give him a leeway to abscond.
He said it's very easy.
Yeah, he said it's very easy.
And he never regret for what he did.
Yeah, he never regret for what he did.
Because this guy is taking a fall. He's taking a fall for the people he's working for.
And the fact that cases kept swept under the carpet because things continue to happen, just like someone mentioned Clifford Dodge. Up to today, I don't know anything. No one hears about that Clifford Dodge thing. Yeah, I reckon he can go into the prisons and you never see that Clifford Dodge.
What about Augustus killer, or is it Augustina? That one that went to Dubai or something, and he was handed over to the police and he was released again, and he's still flaunting his money all over the internet.
This is so alarming because he's putting our image in a wrong notion out there. You see,
our image is already Mr. Ben, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
The fact is this, first of all, to start with, as you said earlier, whosoever is in the video, interviewing this guy, this particular guy, at the first video, I think they are wrong. To me, I believe they are wrong. They haven't handled it the way they should. But there's people around, I think, or those ones want to go and joke and just speak, I believe, because they kind of like try to stop those guys not to go on that way. This is them trying to get the information which they never get. Or they got the information but they don't know how to work with it. Which is I think, deep lapses on our security system. Because the police themselves, I think they are very perfect in just handling, giving them some money straight to their pocket. If it is that, they're going to do it very well, clean job, no problem. But with a case like this, I'm sorry to say, I don't think they are well trained to deal with a situation like this. And our government,
they are not. Don't be sorry, they are not.
They are not. They are not trained.
It should be forensics in place.
can't just chop this girl up with a knife. You must have had a lot of tools to carry out this dirty job.
Yes, hold on. The man said it. The man said there are tools. The uncle that went to the house. Okay, listen.
6 polythene bags.
Listen, guys, hold on.
That is to say, if you look at where people contributed money to buy cow during festive period,
Listen.
look at where people contributed money to buy cow during festive period, and those time that the Fulanis will come to share the cow among the people that contributed for it. That is exactly what he did in his room. And when we went to his room, we discovered that.
Hold on. When we went to the room, we discovered this is a private individual giving this update now. The uncle of this guy, not the police. All along, have any of you seen police giving a statement over this case? They will not. I said for the police, they will never come out and address this. This is their job. They will never come out. I have never seen such a failed state authority in my life.
This is not the first thing he's doing. This is not the first time he's doing this thing. He's a professional in it.
Yes. The man said, when you look at the house, this is not the first time he's doing it. And if you listen to the interview the guy is giving, the guy said to this, I could have gone free. I gave up myself. He
This particular guy being in police custody now without SSS, or what they call them over there, taking over, I think it's lapses as well. Why? Because, if you watch the first video where he was still in the field, I think that was when they caught him with the hair. His statement is quite different than the statement he gave in the police.
exactly. The story keeps changing. I have all the video here.
Discovered someone must have spoke to that guy, tell him to behave as if he's mentally ill. Because what he was saying, that was the direction he's going, that he's mentally unstable. And he must have been coached to come up with that. And that should be swept under the carpet, to be fair.
Yes, sir. Logic, go ahead. Can you put your voice up a little bit? We can't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you now.
Okay, you see this whole issue, it has been going on for Nigeria since independence of Nigeria. First and foremost, we need to look at the root cause analysis. Let's leave this issue first, right? Let's start from where all these things is happening. Who are the people encouraging this kind of art? Is the herbalist in Nigeria? This money ritual things is herbalist the first way that you can use. You can analyze somebody and be rich. That is the root cause of analysis. That's what we need to look at, because these are the people that are encouraging this kind of things.
If you are not talking, could you be able to mute yourself? I'm trying to, but somebody's popping up.
There's an herbalist, there's a witch doctor, and the rest. So they're all the same. What are the difference? No. No. This is, you can never be talking about medical. What about is not that is in Nigerian term. Let's leave outside. I know where you're going. Let's leave Nigerian term is herbalist, we call them.
Logic. Let me bring this topic back to where we're supposed to be. I don't want to go into the cost of this thing. I want to drag police. This is my name. I drag them to do the right thing. So if we are going into the cost of the root of this now, we will go to 1960. Yeah, good evening, Falila. Falila, let a logic man finish.
The Nigerian police is the most corrupt organization in that country. They are hiding crimes. You can see Nigerian police today, they are becoming bloggers. They are becoming the media, which is not our job. You can look at that video now. That guy is speaking with confidence. You know the audacities in that interview. Tells me that there's somebody behind him that is backing him up. Because the guy didn't even show one atom of remorse. Somebody that does that kind of thing and you are caught, at least you see that remorsefulness in him. But this guy is speaking with confidence. So you can look at the interview.
That shows that it's not his first time killing.
It's not definitely not the first time.
Clueless questions. No unprofessional. It's sad that we are seeing this kind of thing happen again every time in Nigeria.
Logic man, hold it down there, please. Let me bring Barbara, come up and speak before Falila, please. Barbara, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say thank you. I was scrolling on here and I heard you live, and I don't even know the story, but like it's about Nigeria, so I was listening. From everything that I've gathered, the Nigerian police they're still embarrassing. They still don't know their job. They still cannot protect or do any investigations. They still cannot provide results for the people. They're just there, bribing, corrupting, chasing people with dreads as if that's their problem, looking for people that are wearing earrings and wearing the wrong clothes. That's not your job. Your job is to fight crime. The Nigerian police is supposed to be fighting crime. And it's so sad that we're in 2025, 15 days in, and they still don't know how to do their job. It's so sad.
It's
so
sad.
sad. And that's really all I have to say.
Thank you so much. Falila, come up, please. Good evening, Falila.
Good evening, Mr. Ben. Good evening, everyone. It's I don't know. It's so unfortunate that we have to talk about an issue of this caliber again, because for sure we spent months and months talking about Afiba and Celine's issue, and because
Logic man, can you mute yourself, please? Thank you.
I remember during Afiba and Celine's case, we raised very, very serious and critical questions surrounding how investigations were being done or conducted by the Nigerian police. We had people, especially from Nigeria itself, that had the audacity to come on here and actually have something to say about the questions we were asking, because they thought that they could, be trying to paint Nigeria black and all that stuff. And I remember very vividly that we kept telling them, until it happens to you and your family, until it gets to your household, you will not see how important it is for you to hold these guys accountable at every step of the way, because they are responsible for your security. Yes, in some cases, you are responsible for your own security, but then we know that they play a very huge part in what happens to the people of Nigeria. Now, in this girl's case, somebody will come and say, oh, girls like to hang out with, any guy they see. This is something that can happen to anybody, any day. Because I'm not sure this girl would ever have thought that this gentleman was somebody that can literally cut her up into pieces and bundle her in that manner for whatever reason only God knows. I'm not sure she knows. She knew that. I actually saw a video of another girl that was on TikTok, I think.
Yes.
That was literally showing how this guy was contacting her on the internet, trying to get her to come see him. You see, so that means this guy is not his
This same guy? This same guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like more than 15, he wrote more than 15 messages to the girl.
Yeah, the other girl said, she said actually the day they were supposed to meet, some something came up, and that was the reason why she didn't show up. So she could have gone, because this guy is apparently a gospel singer or musician or whatever. Everybody thinks someone in that circle is holy in that circle. And I've seen him do videos and talking about motivational stuff and you can't give up and blah, 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 all the stuff. That guy, he don't look like a person that can hurt a fly, in my opinion. But that's a dangerous person. So basically, you cannot actually look at a person and know what they are about. But I am saying, let me come back. Nigerians are supposed to start taking this thing seriously. When we come here, I hardly come on these days, but today I was like, you know what? This is almost the same thing as what happened with Fiba and Celine.
Yes.
Because Nigerian police are telling us that in 2025, they don't know forensics. In 2025, okay, wait, hold on. What is the purpose of parading this guy?
What?
Asking stupid questions. Who gives a hell?
From media.
That guy, you guys are professional. If you are professionals, you know how to question a murderer. You know what to do to get someone to converse. You know the procedures. You do your job. Get him to talk. Go find the people he was going to give those bodies to. Line them up. Let people come identify them if they know them, if they ever try to get them in the same, like, I mean, I'm not a police officer, but I think I'm making sense here.
You are absolutely making sense.
With, like, I'm not Nigerian, so sometimes when I'm talking, I try to be very careful because I think people always try to get me wrong and be like, oh, she's not supposed to talk about us. But really, this is becoming a huge problem. Even if I'm not Nigerian, this girl could be my sister. She could be my family member. And just imagine how traumatic it will be for his uncle to walk in that room and see that girl chopped up into pieces and wrapped in nylon bags for whatever reason only God knows. And you people think this guy looks, Mr. Ben, I've never seen that. Even Ghana here, we don't parade criminals. I've never seen anything like this. Like what is happening in Nigeria, I have never seen it.
Let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you what's happening. Can I tell you what's happening? The media houses, Arise TV, Channel TV, ITV, they break this news. If you see the image that has been circulated, you see Channel TV at the back. They are buying this story from these officers. They don't cost more media like us. They are buying it. They are not saying we are going to do a press conference. So they will just come and surprise you. So there's a contact between the media house and police station across the nation. You pay, you have access to the crime.
Allowing the media to question a criminal.
It's
Why do they allow the media to question someone that has committed something as atrocious as a murder? Like, I'm trying to put my words together. What is the sense in allowing people that are not professionals, okay, to question this guy? What is the use?
I was biting my nail when I was hearing the questioning.
Even have access to the criminal. Why? This is the same thing we're talking about. And okay, let's cut it. It looks like this guy's case is even more.
Hold on. Let me mute somebody. Okay, go ahead.
This guy's case looks more straightforward to me. Okay.
Yes.
Because with Afiba and Celine's case, we had some loopholes where we were all wondering what happened, when, and how. Okay. You remember with Andrew's case, we asked them, when you went to Andrew's house, you claimed there was a door that was locked for whatever reason. When you went in that door, did you see a refrigerator? Did you see any cutting equipment?
He said no.
Did you see anything there? You said nothing was in there. You didn't see anything that indicated in any way that this guy was capable of doing something like this.
And knives.
Different kind of knives that were used in the. I'm sure when you go to the butcher shop, they have all those kind of knives. So these are things that are clearly showing that this guy.
Falila, hold on. Do you know, Logic Man, do you know that the police did not display those equipment as they normally do with other criminals? Because normally when the police catch a criminal, they will display what they found. Yahoo Boy, they display laptop. Mrben, they display their GUN. Why is the police not displaying the knives and all the equipment they found in the house? Go ahead, Falila. That's a question for them. Yes. So why are they not displaying what they found? What they found in this guy's house? They have nothing on Andrew. Yes. Why didn't they show the video? I told you. And I made my video, Falila. I made my video in the morning and I posted it. I know Nigerian police more than anything. I have studied these people and they know I know them. When they start something like this, you can as well agree case over. They've got their man. They have got their man. They are not ready for any other interest again. They will transfer it to IGO police. They will transfer it to commissioner of police. There is nothing they will do about it. Case over for them. Case over for them. I have never been so short of word in my life. When I watch the interview, I'm like, what are they asking? What? Nah. And I'm gonna play. You know, this really remind me, Falila. Hold on there a bit. Let me interject something. This really remind me of Afiba and Celine's case. This particular case, up till now, we have no update about Afiba, about Celine. The suspect, whom I know they framed up, they basically pied him. That one is gone. It's finished. They are so lazy. So they just dramatic everything. They will carry a suspect, talk. What happened to you? Uh-huh. Yes. 6 months.
4 months, back to back, spending 6 hours, 4 hours here, dragging the police by the neck, by the balls, I can tell you. And these people send people to abuse us.
And they were not even responding. They were just sending people. They were paying heavy money. Go and attack Mr. Ben. Go and attack Mr. Ben. Attack Falila. Attack this. Attack this. Black sheep. Black sheep this. Black sheep this. Where is Harrison? Harrison should go and send us the picture from that guy kitchen. Hold on, I want to play Falila. The voice note I'm going to play for you guys right now. This is a breaking news. I have never played it before, but I was so angry today, and I'm going to play it. This was a voice note from the chief of police in charge of the IRT team. It's a extended voice note. You will see the questions I asked him. I've never played it. I think somebody's. I have never played this. I've kept it, but I'm going to play it today for justice for this young girl, so that the police will know that we are watching them. And this voice note, you will hear it. You will start. You'll be like, "Is it police talking?" This is the first time I'm playing it. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Please, I want to ask a question. Do you stay in Nigeria?
No.
No, I don't live in Nigeria.
Okay, so I want to ask, in the country that you're living, when there's a crime, when there's a crime in like this kind of a crime, the force, I mean, do they used to bring journalists, whatever, to come and be interrogating the suspects?
Never. I've never seen.
There is no correlation with God's blessing.
Media don't even have
The first time they're doing this thing, they've been doing it for a very long time.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Why
You have his Nigerian passport now.
practice in Nigeria? Because I've never seen it any other place. I've never seen it any other place. Because even journalists in my country, they don't have access to the person. Any information that the journalist will report is going to come from the police, because the police have a website where they constantly.
That is what I see in movies now. At least I see them in films. I've not traveled. I see them in movies.
Listen, even in Ghana, I'm a Ghanaian. In Ghana, are your Nigeria's favorite cousin. That small country.
Connected to Friends Galaxy S10.
Go now to the website of the Ghana Police Service and go see how they have lined up all the criminals and whatever thing they. I don't. I'm trying to understand what the motive of lining this guy up and asking journalists to go and interview them.
Falila.
And you know what? You'll be asking questions.
This is really frustrating, honestly.
Falila.
Frustrating. You know, Mr. Ben, even in Ghana, we are fighting with our police officers because when there's a crime like this, even when they post the person that committed the crime, they always blur the face, okay? Because they say the person is
Connected to Friends Galaxy S10. KUX audio.
that the investigations are done, okay? Then they fully come out and then they show us the face. Because of course, if someone knows this person and is affiliated, like somebody was saying, is affiliated with this person, they are going to abscond. So I don't know where Nigeria learned that kind of. I don't know if it's investigation. I don't know.
Nigeria like show business now. We like show business.
This is what happened in Celine and Afiba has not won justice till today. They never received the justice they should because of the same situation.
And the Nigerian people. What I'm going sorry, Falila, what I'm gonna play now, I'm going to definitely play it because it's very, very important for you guys to know what I did during that case. This recording was recorded on the I'm coming, guys, because this is very important. The police Nigeria will be shocked that I played this today. I told them. No, this one you haven't heard this one. No way. I've never played this one. I've never played this one. Never. You're not ready. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Because what happened here is this. This was, let me just give you a summary of it. What happened here was this. When I saw what they were doing in the beginning, when they picked Andrew up, and when they finally destroyed the suspect in Benue, the phone call I made to this officer, or he made a phone call to me, and this is the boss of the team that handled the case. And I stay on the phone with him for 52 minutes. And you can hear failure. They were pleading with me, but they go behind and sponsor social media against me. I say, come and make a statement. Stop using social media. They never come out. The Mumu Nigerians, they don't understand. They were clapping. They were clapping. Because if I play this man will lose his job today. Andrew was murdered. Afiba and Celine is in the hand of somebody else, and that person is free. They are free. They rob Andrew, they pied him, and they say we should just stay quiet. Police have never addressed it. Police have never even admitted Afiba and Celine are missing. They've never even admitted it in the public. That is two human beings. They have never come in the public and say, Afiba and Celine, we know that they are missing. Not once. And they have audacity to go and package body and put it on the street to deceive the public.
Mr. Ben, please, can you do me a favor? Can you bring up Nigerian ladies to the panel session? Bring them up. Let them come up and talk. Because
let them request. If they request, I'll bring them over.
Let them come up and speak up and speak.
Sometimes I feel like the Nigerians channel their energy towards the wrong stuff.
They just channel their energy toward they were women. Nigerian women were abusing me. Falila. Nigerian women, they were abusing me. That I accomplished. I'm like, what are you talking? I'm fighting for you guys. I'm asking questions for you.
When you have a generation of people that are pursuing shadows and living sometimes, what do you expect?
These families have.
They are all about this yash. They are looking about.
This new year, on the 31st, Afiba's big sister had posted that she missed her sister. She said, sister, this is the first time we are doing a crossover that I couldn't hug you to wish you Happy New Year. That I couldn't get a text from you wishing me a Happy New Year and praying for me. This is someone's family. She hasn't had that closure. Nigerian police haven't had the courtesy
to even talk to them on the phone.
These families. And we come here and we talk about issues like this, and some people have the audacity to think that we don't have anything to do with our time. Wait till it happens to you or your family. You will talk. And that time, you will need just one just need one person to talk about your family. You will not find. So when stuff like this happen, let's not say, oh, because it didn't happen to me or my loved one, so I don't care. You must care because you live in that country and it could have happened to you or your sister or your cousin or your auntie. That is why you should have interest in it. And I'm talking about it because it's happening to women all the time. Women this, or they don't dump woman for here. They don't kill this one for here. Like, what is going on? It's not all these women that went to follow these people for greener pastures or for money or whatever. Some of them, they were just simply dating them. They were simply trying to get into a relationship, or they were trying to establish some friendship. They were trying to establish some business. Like, Mr. Ben, it's emotional for me because it just reminds
this actually touched my heart today. And I said, I am going to play this, but I took your advice because it's going to open a lot of injury. It's going to open because the police were admitting wrongdoing on the phone. And suddenly they were telling me they found a body. I'm like, officer, where did you find the body? We have 30 officers in that house. You find a body? On this phone call, they told me they found Celine and Afiba's phone. I'm like, you find Celine and Afiba's phone? Up to today, nobody talk about it, but nobody know that I have police on the phone admitting that they found the phone. Find the phone from where? If those girls are missing, whoever used the girls use and do as a scapegoat, which I don't believe those girls are missing. This is 6 months, 2 lady, 1 Ghanaian, 1 Nigerian went missing. Police have never come out and say police have never come out and say, eh? Yeah, it's April. They declared themselves missing April 28. Today is January 15. And the police, Nigeria, have never come out. The only person they were using is Harrison. If you are here and you know Harrison, that man is a kidnapper, is worse than this guy. I'm telling you with a full chest. Harrison is worse than this guy that you are seeing. And time will tell. You know, because time is a healer. What I know, you don't know it. You are in the comment section, that's all. But I know more. He knows that I know. Harrison is worse than kidnapper. Harrison is worse than this guy.
For these 2 girls, Mr. Ben had to push the buttons. We had to go for a meeting with top police officers. That was the first time I'd seen that man. What's his name again? The PRO.
Muiwa Adejobi. And I'm going to address him again this evening because he watches me.
So these girls are never going to get like these families are literally not going to get the justice they deserve.
Listen, what is the worst? That they could not even come out and admit 2 girls are missing. The police Nigeria did not come out. They were using.
After that meeting with these people, and that day, look at the top people that were on that meeting. And after that meeting, when the police still did not talk, I was like, no. That is when I came and I told Mr. Ben, let's stop talking about this issue. Because I think it's bigger than we think.
No, Celine and Afiba is in the hand of top people. Andrew was just like, let's put this crime on him. And that's it. And everything was packaged from the beginning. Harrison is in the knowing from the beginning. Harrison Guaminishu. For those of you guys that worship social media, that is your hero.
I feel sad for the family of this young lady. I hope they get justice.
How do you butcher a human being like this? Waiting happen.
But based on the experience I've had and what we went through,
There is no justice. Let me tell you what will happen to this guy. I'm going to tell you guys. Let me just broadcast it down already. Because if I say it, maybe it's not going to happen. The next thing they will tell you now is that guy killed himself inside cell. So, Mr. Muiwa, the suspect in the case of this girl, is a priority. Nothing must happen to him. You guys must do every search. Who was he selling the body to? Why did he need to cut the body into 50 pieces? Why did he need to take time to wash them? Why did he need to take time to wash them, clean them? Why, Mr. Muiwa? Why? So we don't believe this nonsense story. Go ahead, sir. Hold on. Go ahead.
Losing this girl to this guy. But then with all this you are saying, do you think, is there any way we could help the police department in Nigeria at all? Is there any way to go about it?
my brother, this is a very funny question. Like, I like the fact that Mr. Ben is laughing. They don't need your help.
They don't need your help.
They want it.
My brother. They don't need your help. This is, let me tell you, this is institutionalized enterprise.
Oh, Mr. Ben, you remember when we were on this case? One police officer, alleged police officer, contacted me in my DM and said he was going to talk to you. I think that was the time when we were asking questions on how they could trace the phone call.
Yes.
Between where he was and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
We were going on and on. And the guy wanted to talk with Mr. I told Mr. I said, this guy wants to talk to you. I don't know who he is. He claims he's a police officer and he can talk to us and give us a blah, blah, blah. He's in the same team with these guys that murdered Andrew. And he knows the person we are talking about. He's the bad guy.
He was giving names. He was giving phone number to match the phone number we have.
And he said, oh, sometimes we know we can do the job. We just don't do it. Basically, that's what he was saying. And he told us how detailed and how thorough they can go in tracking people's calls and their, like, I didn't know they even had those kind of equipment in Nigeria to do that.
Yes, they have it.
Officer was telling us how they can track these things, and he was one of the guys that do those tracking.
He was the one that do the tracking on that on this case. Yes.
This guy was even asking us for
They only track the people they want to track.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They have this. They don't need your help. They just probably just don't want to do their job for some reason. I know. I just
Vanilla.
yeah.
See, we are not ready in this country. We are not ready. So sometimes when Mr. Ben brings up case like this, I used to have headache. Since election, I've had headache in the election. I can't be having headache again. I've told myself I don't want to be having headache. I don't want to. If you see what I give, as you know, I'm not that I give like I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about I gave up my whole, my body, everything for this election so that we can have leaders that have sense. So do you understand? So after then, I cannot be having headache again. At this point in my life, I want to live my life in peace. Do you understand? Nigerians are not ready. Do you understand? If we are ready, we will do the right thing. In a country whereby you don't have citizen engagement with their leaders. It will not work now. We have to have citizen engagement. You are not even engaging us. You caught a criminal. You caught a criminal. All of a sudden, the criminal is all over the media and the rest. You understand? You understand? With different narrative, different fucking narratives. Do you understand? Different narratives. And what do you expect? Some people are saying he was a gospel musician. Another if I got was that he has already left the church. He was not doing anything with the church again. He has left the church. Do you understand? So different narratives in the media, people are just using bloggers, blah blah blah.
It is content. They are creating content.
She has gone. We don't have even ladies. We have, I don't know, our human rights whatever have collapsed. Maybe they've used money to buy all of them. None of them is speaking. All of them don't die. I'm sorry on our life. All of them, you understand? All of them that disappear. We don't have any human rights commission that will come out and even say, this case, we are interested in this case. We want to know what is the case. Even we're supposed to have a commission like ladies that have to be like only ladies when it comes to cases like this. Maybe something like this that happened
to a woman.
Yes, we should have ladies.
No, if you want to see Nigerian ladies where they are now.
We want to know what this case. We want to know about this case. We want to know where it's going to end. We want to know, nothing like that. Everybody just want to have big hands and want to have big hands. You understand?
And some individuals woke up and then they decided to call themselves human rights activists, and they are going around parading themselves in that manner and just messing up with investigations and all that. While the real people or the real organizations are fast asleep.
Unbelievable. I'm looking here and I'm thinking about what to
Nigeria have a woman, a minister for women and children's affairs. Are there? I'm trying to understand because Mr. Flight will make
when it has nothing to do with their own personal ego, you won't see them there.
But
it has nothing to do with what that will show them as good people. You won't see them there.
where do we go from here though? This guy divided a small Pekin. How old is that guy? 20 years old, into 50 pieces, match by match.
how huge is she? That means he took his time. You know what it takes to break, let's say, a femur of a human being?
The guy did not do that job alone. That guy did not do that job alone. No.
Then clean the place, mop everywhere. Everywhere was clean. There was no blood everywhere. Also, when you hear the journalists asking today, all those media, why did they not ask the guy, why did you pieces the body? What do you intend to do with it? Why did they not ask the guy? Because they are not trained. They are content creators. Oh, you haven't watched it? The Channel TV and the other one, they went to interview the guy.
So at this junction, I want to come up and correct a notion. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I want to correct a notion here, Mr. Ben. I want to correct a notion. Everybody in this platform, everybody that's listening to my voice, I want to correct a notion. Please, somebody was on the panel session at from he said the logic man said it was Abalis whatever. No, it's not Abalis that is sending their message. Please, let's correct this notion. It's not Abalis did not send them any message. It was no Abalis that sent them anything. Do you understand? If there's a market for something, there will be people that are doing it. if there's a market for it. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that before you get to even one man that they will take this thing to, maybe I want to use it for something for somebody, want to use it for ritual, blah 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 blah. Before all this thing happened, there were people, there were antecedents, there were people that have been into this before. They've done it, they've succeeded, they do you understand? So when you have things like that, see, this thing will not stop, it will still continue. I've said it before in this platform, it will continue, it will not stop. It will not stop today.
And it's been enabled by the
small ladies will still fall into this prey.
By the people, by the public.
Because and the reason why more ladies will fall into it, because people are not looking for substance anymore. They are looking for material things. They're looking for this lady in question that we are talking about. Ordinarily, she's innocent because from what we see, me and this guy, they are actually dating. You understand? They are dating.
Is there any confirmation that they are dating actually?
Well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
If you're telling me that people are going after material things, I would want to believe that you are speaking in context of the young male or the young men that are running after trying to be rich overnight.
Yes, and this is yes, Falila, and this is where I'm actually going to. Yes. This is actually my final bus stop in this matter. I want to say that, you see, in a society where you have leaders that are not doing the right thing, you will see things like this will continue. Do you understand? Let me tell you, I keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it till tomorrow. If you have a head that is not good, the body will not be good. We keep having leaders that are not concerned about the citizen. We keep having leaders that are more concerned about material things. They are not concerned about how many cars they are driving. They are not concerned about how many private jets they are driving. They are not concerned about how many designers and everything anything that have to be a show that are doing. If you keep having those kind of leaders that are not substance leaders, you will keep seeing this thing in society, because who are the coming generation? What are they looking at? They are looking at these things unconsciously. They will do these things. They want to meet up. They want to meet up with the society. They want to meet up with the society. They want to meet up with their fellow friends, their fellow people that are doing well. They want to show. They want to be like one celebrity or the others. If you have leaders that are not purposeful leaders, leaders are not concerned about the citizen. Leaders they are just doing their own thing. They are more concerned about the showbiz. I mean showbiz. I'm not talking about show business. I'm talking about show business of themselves, of their lifestyle. We will continue to have things like this. It will not stop. It will not stop today. It will not stop tomorrow. So, like somebody said, let all our ladies, let them go and learn Kung Fu, let them go and learn Taekwondo, let them go and learn acts of self-defense. That is what I will tell you guys today. Me, I've been speaking to this matter to
What is very sad about this situation is that as at this time in 2025, countries are evolving. New technologies are being introduced in all over the world, especially Africa, to aid with security and all that stuff. And as at now, instead of us to have a lesser rate of women being paid unnecessarily, it's actually becoming even worse. It's becoming a daily activity. It's like, for example, I'm in Ghana. As a Ghanaian, I know for sure our police system, what we had a couple of years ago, is not what we have today. Okay? It will shock you that the police here, now if anything happens in this country, the next thing you will hear someone say is, this one, we know that Dampari will get him, because Dampari is our
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So the first thing you will hear our people say is that Dampari is going to get this person. Even sometimes we have people that come on social media and put up, brandish a gun or something like that, or do something, and then we tag the Ghana Police Service. We tell them
They'll go pick the person.
Next minute they've got to pick this person, and then they update it on their website. The suspects are in our custody. We are conducting investigations.
Our IGO police is like a god. It's like a president. Our IGO police is like a god. He don't even know what IGO police mean. He's like, when you say IGO police, it's the biggest position in the world. It's like a CBN governor. He don't do investigation.
Mr. Ben, see, 5 years ago, I predicted that this thing is going to happen. Yes, I said it. The only challenge I had was that I would have screenshot those my messages I did, on my status and the rest. I've said this thing before, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, that things like this is going to happen in our society, and they're happening already. You understand? It's going to get worse. Sorry.
And the people enable it. Now, if you really want to know how our people reason, go to where that video of this guy confessing, this nonsense confession, go to where it's posted. You will see, then you should have leave her. Is it your daughter? They are not getting the message. They are not getting. That is the perspective they want you to see. And you've already started buying it. Instead of calling Nigeria, what nonsense is this guy talking about? Do proper investigation. Bring people in. That should be anonymous.
That is why I'm saying, Mr. Ben, that normally they know where to set people's mind at. Just like they paraded Andrew's shoes.
Let me tell you something. I'm angry and I need to talk about it. Hold on, guys. Let me just make sure that my microphone is not echoing out on the YouTube. Because this is a case that remind me of another thing that we've been through. I'm gonna try. Hello, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's just the YouTuber that I think the noise is echoing back to them. Now, on Andrews Ochekwa's case, I want you to understand, especially women in this house. We spent 6 months. Me, Falila, I don't know this lady from anywhere in my life. She watched me on TikTok. She watched the case. And then she said, I want to believe what this guy is saying. I want to give him a chance. She joined my life and she gave me a chance. I was asking questions. I was not saying Andrew did not do it. I was just asking. I said, things like this. But what about this? Let's ask a whole question. Nigerians were not ready, especially women. They were insulting me. They said, don't ask. Don't ask no question. Your friend is a monster. I said, okay. But if there is so much layers of lies, how are you sure my friend is a monster? Don't talk. You are an accomplice. There was no abuse I did not receive. The government and the people that were involved, we are paying people to come and abuse us. Daddy Freeze was paid. Daddy Freeze consulted Sabio, one man with a potato head. Consulted him. That one will come on social media and talk nonsense. Posted Falila that I've never met in my life and call her black sheep. What is black sheep? They just sensationalize crime and Nigerians bought into it. Yeah, I know your address. You are a black sheep. I'm like, what are these people talking about? They were cursing my child. In short, I have to turn my comment off. I have to change my phone number. And all I was asking was just asking questions. I was just saying, police lied. If police lied, then what else? What else? But the police are not coming out to address the public. I told the police that if you have anything against me, tell the public I'm a criminal. Tell the public I'm involved. Police did not talk. Police did not even recognize that Afiba and Selena are missing. There was no police press conference to say 2 girls are missing. Her name is Afiba and Selena. They believe they were missing. No. Police have never accused Andrew of kidnapping the girls. But the police were highly involved in sponsoring Harrison Guaminishu. And if you are hearing it for the first time, Harrison is a criminal. I called him so. Harrison is worse than this guy. I know what he's into. I have information you don't have. He has social media. And come out and carry rosary and do like this. Nah, Jesus. Nah, Jesus. You don't know what this guy do in the middle of the night. This is a guy that police kidnapped somebody 4 weeks ago and collected 10 million from the person. And when the person came on social media, Harrison went to collect the money in cash. Don't you ask yourself a question? How police will give you 10 million in cash? How? Was the money transferred to police in cash? But you are on his platform clapping for him. Human right. It will happen to you. Human right. Police kidnapped a youth copper and they demanded money. If you don't pay, we'll pay you. The guy have to phone everybody. Money were being even sent from abroad and they made it 10-point-something million. And when the guy finally gained his freedom, he went online and speak about it. And then the case was building up. Harrison went behind and collect the money in cash. In bundle, 10 million. Ask yourself, what are the deal between Harrison and the police? The same Harrison discovered body. The same Harrison searched Andrew's house. The same Harrison went to identify Andrew's body in Benue for a crime that involved 2 girls missing. Una no ask yourself a question. Is this man not doing too much? What else are we not supposed to hear? Una believe it because he has 240,000 followers and I have 10 followers. So my own no good anymore. They will come to my page, say, Ben, you are no longer trending. And I'm looking. Falila, I swear to God. Nigerians will tell me, Ben, you are no longer trending. You are looking for trend. And I'm like, does this person have sense at all? I'm looking for trend. Up to today, police have never come out to say Harrison didn't, Andrew did anything wrong. Police have never come out and say Afiba and Selena are missing. The only place you hear it is from Harrison. They discover body that this is supposed to be the body of one of the girls missing. Instead of police to go and check, they sent Harrison. You are not asking yourself a question. As a human being, you're not supposed to say, if true in a human body, why are you sending Harrison to go there? You are clapping hand. Nigeria will happen to some of you now. Because if I was telling this kind girl now, last year, you would think, oh, Mr. Ben, you're this. Some were cursing me, cursing Falila, cursing every one of us. People that have no business. Just engage your head. Ask yourself a question. How come Harrison is the one touching the body? How come Harrison discovering body? How come? What is he doing? Where is the police? Where is the police? Exactly the question we're asking now. How come is journalists that are interviewing the criminal? Where is the police? Una no one listing. I am still standing. More fresher, more richer, more blessed. and I'm still a United Kingdom born here, stay here. Nothing can do me.
You just reminded me, what happened to those two guys that were arrested?
Nothing.
Oh my God.
Harrison even went to interview suspect in Benue.
That's what I just remembered.
What is wrong with these people?
Those two guys, they paraded for Harrison to interview.
And then they cooked up a story. They cooked up a story of Rachel. Rachel, oh, I saw you. You are the blogger in London. You are the blogger. You are the blogger in London. You are the one that they were threatening me with. You are the blogger. I'm like, I never met you before. I don't know you. Yes, you know me. Hey, look at the way Ben say I don't know him. The way Ben move his body, Ben knows him. They were abusing me. They were abusing me. Yes. He's playing out again. Ben, you know him. You know Rachel. I say, okay, ask yourself a question. Rachel say he arrived at Andu's house. Andu knock him something for head. Andu knock him front and back. In con the game period. Andu con knock him again. Knock him. Andu con tell him go cook fried rice. Andu chop fried rice alone. And he did there for 6 days. Andu chain him for grand. But when they go and do how, they don't see chain anywhere. They don't see the ground where the chain is. When I know ask a question. I say, Rachel, I know say you no get problem, but you mean say for 6 days you no chop, you no drink water, and then the man that is knocking you front and back still asks you to go and cook fried rice, and you go cook it, and he chop it alone, and then the man now finally left. I asked Harrison, you mean say the man pie 2 girls? He pie 2 girls, carry their body, go drop somewhere, come out their organ, carry your own cotton from your own house, take and wrap them, go throw for backyard, then sit down inside house, lie in the same bed. Because Harrison say you see blood inside the bed now. Harrison said there was blood in the bed, there was a blood on the wall. And the people were Nigerians were clapping. That is the story this guy is telling you now. This guy now is telling you the same story. I cook Indomie. He cook Indomie. He asked for Indomie. I Indomie her. I marry Indomie. He marry Indomie me. That's because they have evaluated your thinking. They know say whatever they tell you, you will clap. They can't tell me that. That's why I'm challenging them to change the story, because we don't buy this. That story don't match up. And thank God, the uncle of the young lady went to the house. For those of you guys joining, this is what the uncle said. Let me play, because this is TikTok and YouTube. People are joining, people are dropping off. We need to recap it again, because I am here for that. This is what the uncle said. This is what the uncle said. You guys should listen. I'm going to play it. Please pay attention, guys. We're not ready. We're just crying. We want change. We're not ready. Listen.
Battery 90%. Okay.
Yes, our position, the position of the family is
I'm going to connect it to the Bluetooth so that you guys can hear it.
Galaxy S10. Otori's iPhone.
discover this through the Nigerian police.
Connected to Otori's iPhone.
We are expecting justice from the police. He has succeeded in destroying our daughter. Not ordinarily, he butchered her into pieces. He cut that body into more than 50 pieces. And when you look at the whole thing is preparing that body for consumption, because he cut all these things and leave them in about 6 polythene bags. That is to say, if you look at where people contributed money to buy cow during festive period, and those times that the Fulanese will come to share the cow among the people that contributed for it, that is exactly what he did in his room. And when we went to his room, we discovered that this is not the first thing he's doing. This is the first time he's doing this thing. He's a professional in this. He has a place. He has a place in his room. All those kind of knife, he has them there that he used to cut, and arrange. Yeah, there is a big basin there that he cuts and put inside. And in short, there are a lot of evidence that this is not even the first person he has destroyed there. And in this area there, he's known to be a fraudster.
Is it this man that's supposed to be saying this? Is it not police that's supposed to be doing this work? Even the man don't believe the nonsense this guy is talking about. Even the man don't believe the nonsense this guy is talking. But Nigerians, that's what they want. Sensationalize, no fact. Nobody want to dig deeper to get the truth. I've said it, I am a blogger. And this is what a blogger supposed to do. This is what investigation supposed to look like. You ask question, you put the police in an uncomfortable situation to come up with reasonable answer. That is how I got them on Afiba and Celine, and they lie on Andrew Ochekwo, my friend that they killed after robbing him of his money. I say, you guys are lying. You say he's not driving. This is the picture of him driving. This is the video of him driving. I caught them. He said he was on the chain. He was on the chain. We put him in a van and the car was going. This was what Harrison was talking, and Nigerians were watching. And Daddy Freeze was like this. Daddy Freeze, you are paid to spoil that case. Who paid you, Daddy Freeze? 2 girls went missing. Who paid you? Whoever paid you is responsible for the fate of Afiba and Celine and that of Andrew. Because I didn't pay you. I came on your platform, but somebody paid you. And out of that payment, you hire Sabio, Daddy Freeze, Thunder will choke you. Because everything is out. I have to call Thunder for him. Ogu. The guy collected money. How do you go and collect money on 2 guests missing? You collect money to talk rubbish. You collect money to bring me on your platform, to come and insult me, to bully me, to stop talking. Just imagine if I was not strong. Just imagine if I don't have a platform. Just imagine if I am a shy guy. Just imagine if I'm broke, that I have to be 24 hours in a warehouse. For 6 months, I did not work. Ask Falila. Just imagine. Nothing. All I knew was, I said, story don't match. My friend called me and told me he did not do this thing. 1 hour before they killed my friend told me, Ben, I did not do it. They left my house. An hour later, the police spied him. I'm so sorry that I've kept you so long. You should have been talking since. God bless you. Go ahead, sir.
In fairness to all parties involved, would
always speak whatever perspective that they are aware of.
Which case are you talking about, sir?
I mean, what you're talking about, this same thing that you're talking about, the Andrew and all that.
There's no perspective. The perspective is that let me just tell you, there is no perspective. There's one perspective. The perspective that the police know, that I know, is that they kill Andrew and they have no answer for what they did.
So, Mr. Ben, what I'm saying, try and get what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm not speaking from the angle of those parties to this. I'm speaking from the angle of those who are listening. Get what I'm saying? So, the masses are consumers of information. And with these days of, especially the days of social media, there's this insatiable appetite for every information, especially the one that is
sensationalized ones, yeah.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Hence, why some headlines are so captured the way they are, because if they are not captured like that, they will not sell in terms of the clicks, likes, shares, and all that. That's number one point. The second point I like to make is that, with all due respect to the internet warriors, especially Nigerians, I want to say, and with all due respect, a lot of people have smartphones, but they have dull brains. You know, there is this illusion that the smartphones are brought to everybody, and everybody thinks that they are smart. And what's the right word now? Everybody has to go the same way. And I'm sorry, people tend to support it when it aligns with their sentiments. Mr. Ben, this is what I'm saying. Everybody tends to they tend not to ask questions. And I'll give you instances. If I go into politics now, and there is the popular or there is the famous position that everybody will take, and I will tell you what I mean. Oh, for example, the government in Nigeria is not doing well and all that. If there is a policy today, Mr. Ben, this is what I'm saying. There's a policy of the government today, and the natural inclination of an average person, based off of what they are put in their head, is to begin to say, oh, you can't trust them. If you are not trying to be objective and you're not asking questions, they will say, have you been paid? They just want you to have what I call the edge mentality, where everybody has to think in the same way.
The same way.
I cannot give, for example, a Nigerian leader, and I know why I'm using that example, because he has a way of, when something favors me, when it aligns with my sentiment or my biases, I don't ask questions. You just believe it. It does not matter, even though it's like, so the only time that people will have,
it's when it affects them.
When it affects, thank you. When it affects them. And if we want the change that we claim to want, and I'm using my words carefully, if we want the change that we pretend to want, that is not how we need to move as people. If the change that we pretend to want would be anything close to being realized, then there's a need for us to have a mind shift in the way we do things, in the way that we engage in the public, in the way we engage with respect to any issues of public interest. Right?
But
and brothers like you are not every matters. Brothers like you, and I'm sorry to say, I'm not someone that was brothers like yourself are not every matters. An average person picks up their news from the pages of someone like that, from the pages of someone like Today Not. It does not matter what people, if you have read the thing now from,
they don't dig deeper, they just repost it. That's it.
they just repost it. Now, if you on the other hand goes to maybe a place like MBS or WHO website or World Bank website or IMF website, they are saying to them, guys, this is what is coming up from this authorized source or informed source. They don't want to hear.
They don't care.
Because they are social media gods and put something out there,
Yes.
And it does not matter how foolish it sounds, as long as it's coming from the people that have 55 million followers.
Yeah, I think it goes by followers.
It goes by followers.
Yes.
And thank you. Thank you.
Diaspora Diva, good evening. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Finish speaking, but I've been listening and I'm just wondering that do you think there's an intentional, sort of societal engineering or something that keeps people from intentionally redundant and keeps them from thinking rationally and logically? Because I don't understand how this mass this mass appetite for sensationalizing
For nonsense, call it for nonsense, for nonsense.
is it intentional?
It's a program. It's a program. It's a program, and it has, if you look at it, it has a deeper root in part of the thing. It's also attached to economical of a country, security of a country. It undervalued the people of that continent because of the way our people has been conditioned. And I'm just going to answer your question in that aspect. Why do you think if Nigerians left the country and come to UK or go to abroad, their perspective change? Why do you think they do so? Because when they moved, their perspective changed. They see things differently. They are no longer buying nonsense story anymore. They are more enlightened in a way. So your question, to answer your question, it is purposefully engineered, and logic thinking has disappeared from our people. Nobody is thinking logical anymore. And this is why when my brother said now that it's follower based, it is very, very important you understand. Once an influencer say it, it is what it is. I want to give you an example. I know I'm going to go a little bit off topic. There's this guy called Ashake. Ashake had a problem with, not a problem, business disagreement with Olamide. Do you know Nigerians want to cancel him? No reason. Not because they don't like his music. Nothing. Not because Ashake say anything bad against Olamide. They just has a personal business agreement. So when they are loyal to one person, that's it. And this is why you see churches, pastors with 5,000 people, we look at them and tell them, I ask somebody to enter airport in Germany and appear in France, and 5,000 people will stand up and clap. Is that not an engineer? Is that not an engineer? Because how do you expect 5,000 people or 4,000 or even 2,000 to stand up and clap for such a story? It's not even about religion. It has something to do with the mindset of our people. It's finished. Because these are the story. When you say it here, somebody will touch you if you are okay. This is serious. We are talking yesterday. Apostle Suleiman stand in front of his congregation of 5,000 people and told them, I have bodyguard because I was once preaching and people tapped me. That's why I have bodyguard with armored car. And this guy lost and gone. And 5 people died on his entourage about 1 year ago. And then there were 5 people basically pied on his entourage, and he survived because he was in a bulletproof car. They were clapping when he said that. The member were clapping. So in a normal country, yes, in a normal country, that kind of statement, that kind of a man cannot even have one person to follow him. But here you are. He's the biggest influencer in Nigeria. Jeremiah Omofofo, Adiboye, the one that will tell them, I pray for the dollar to come down, and people clap. The one that just told them not to go and fast for 100 days out of 365 days a year. How do you say things like this? And the people buy it because of it. If I tell them not to go and fast for 100 days, they will say, who are you? But the man told them to go and fast for 100 days. They are not objecting it. So it is a social engineer. And those of us that are enlightened, we know better. My brother that just spoke now, he knows better. You can, even if, yes. Mm-hmm. Our voice? We can never be loud enough. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Do you think those people went there for matching, or they went there for the for followership? They didn't go there for matching anybody. They just had, they're just cow. Eh? Yeah, go ahead, sir. I said the guy was in his congregation last week. He prayed for people, and a wedding ring, engagement ring fall from somebody toto. A lady toto. And the capacity was about 10,000 people in that congregation. And they were all clapping. Now, Diaspora Diva, what do you think about that? Is that social engineer or not? Yes, we are finished. It's not poverty, brother. It's a social engineer. The people are defeated. There's a minister. There's a minister in that congregation. No, it's a social engineering. I'm telling you, it's a social engineering. Yes, it's a program. It's a program, and you cannot take them out of it. People are programmed to reason that way, because I don't understand how the man will say a wedding engagement can fall from somebody's toto. He found it. It was a physical ring. Where do we start from? Where do we go from here? Mr. Go TV, go ahead, sir. You've been waiting. Sorry about that. Good evening, brother.
You know they program the DPO, they program the commissioner, they program the governor, they program the rich man, the Obi Kubana and Kudu, they program them. So even inside the church, the rich people, you see, the lecturer, even the lecturer now that got appointment in the school, started teaching in the school, that pastor can be the one putting there. You just call to the minister of so and said, please, I have somebody who just finished school. Let him come and become lecturer. So that is all. So that is why you see everybody in Nigeria is programmed. It's just like program. So they obey whatever the leader or their boss tell them. Every rich man you see in front of that church, they are all programmed. Because it's just like we said, oh, the country is finished. Yeah, there is something Mr. Ben said here. Why is it that when Nigeria travel out of Nigeria, you see them, they are now come back to that normal reason. So there's something wrong in Nigeria there. There is a big problem there. Because I could remember, even in my community then, you get some things where our community chairman they talk that time. We know see no right, but we know feel oppose and what we get Nigeria. You know dare am. Because if you dare am, many things happen. I'm talking about myself. You know say these things so we they talk so so if you the best thing you can just do is just shut up come on them. If you did they go follow them clap. Not be say you that thing where you they clap so what thing they talk now lie. But because when you go against them, my dear, they will come up they will come for you. So this is how Nigeria work. Everybody in Nigeria is programmed. It be like something where they program everybody. Nobody gets saved for himself. Except he just want to. And you know the funny thing, Mr. Ben, the thing where they pay me here is that there is somebody who no fit fight for himself. And you can't see somebody like you now where come and come they talk, come they fight for everybody. That person, you never see her one day condemn all these evil things that is happening in that country. No, you never see her one day for a video, for a page. But immediately see you where volunteer your life.
Na me go first insult.
Come outside. Now you go just come say you dey great. You just want to make sure. I don't know whether they feel say when they talk like that, they go become Nigeria more than me. They are all Nigerian, have the same passport, do the same thing, have the same rights. So I don't know. Nothing. So you get the way it be, my brother.
Mr. Gold.
The country, okay, look at all these cases you are talking about. Police can never talk, my brother.
Diaspora Diva. Last week, Ayo Fayoshe brother, Isaac Fayoshe, came out and said he's got a G-Wagon. And this G-Wagon was given to him by a general in Abuja. And he said, I don't mind if a general dash you a G-Wagon. Then he said, this was a G-Wagon that President Jonathan used for swearing in 2012. Then I went to look at the G-Wagon, a convertible G-Wagon, and a general is giving him. Then I went on his comment section. I'm like, this is government property. How did that general acquire it? Do you know Isaac Fayoshe don't have to reply me? Poor people under his comment are the one replying me. Is that your own, Mr. Jealous? Because I know that G-Wagon was acquired in a dubious way. That is why a general can dash it to somebody. It's a government property. It was a presidential motorcade. When I said it, the man don't even need to come and reply me. His follower reply me. Government Volt is a forever government vehicle. Yes. in museum as a historical vehicle that Jonathan used. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because it's no value, and that vehicle will be like 10,000 mileage on it, even 5,000, because they bought it brand new. Sati, go ahead. Sati, my guy from Italy, go ahead, or France. Go ahead, sir.
All right.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everybody. My own view is towards the testimony in that church, the Dunamis Church in Abuja. I'll come from another angle.
Yes, sir.
See, I'm not saying miracle does not exist. My own view, miracle exists.
Mm-hmm.
And God is still in the business of doing miracles.
Mm-hmm.
And while we'll be debating on if it is real or otherwise, is because of so many fake activities going on in that country called Nigeria. Now, when I listen to the woman's
testimony
or the lady's testimony, in my own way, I can only say if it is real, God should be glorified. However, if it is in another way, it is between ourselves and God. Because I don't know if really there's an arrangement between the pastor, the head pastor, and the lady. Because the lady came out that she just saw that something came out from her. It's unbelievable anyway. But I want us to look at it. Let's forget about church. The traditionalists, do you know that they can perform something like that, for something like that to still come out from somebody's private parts? In the olden days, let's forget religious now, or Christianity, or we know all these things. Our forefathers, they have the power, all this African power to perform something like this. It's not new. I'm a Yoruba guy. I know what happens if there are people in Lagos that they can decide to tell the rain not to. They have occasion here in this area. They will send the rain to another direction. I know that one. Then we send the rain. Just a little thing they are going to do. They will ask the rain to go towards another direction for that moment because they have occasion to perform.
And Nigerian people have this power. Nigerian people have this power. Somebody in Nigeria have this power. You believe?
That one is even the least of what they do in Nigeria. But the problem we are having is that most of these
do I call it power or anything they have, you add progress to that country.
So that means they don't have power.
No, that is, I don't know why, that's our own African man mentality. I'm telling you, they can ask the rate to leave that particular position.
Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying. But what?
So, if we are now doubting,
Yes, Mr. Good, go. No, let him finish. Ogasati, go ahead. Keep going.
no, I want to listen to somebody. Let me.
Mr. Good, go ahead.
My brother, the same things you said now, like people are doing, like this rain. Do you know, even in America, there is something also technology that they use to push rain away. Are you aware? Technology is not this thing. They can
Yes,
still
I'm
push
not
rain
talking
away.
about technology now. I'm not talking about
Forest to forest, they still have technology to do that.
I'm not talking about it.
No, apart from that,
So what
let
I'm
me go
saying
share another
is,
instance.
do you know why we? Do you
Let me
know
give
somewhere like
That's right. Hold on. Let Mr. Good finish his question.
Sorry, let me just make my why we are not why somebody don't be me. I know there is power, but why I don't believe in all the churches pastors, because they never perform any miracle in Nigeria. If they perform miracle in Nigeria, I don't believe Nigeria will be there. So thank you. That's my.
All right, that's right, Diva. Go ahead.
Yeah, apart from what this other guy said, Mr. Motiv or something,
Mm.
are you aware that in Dubai, Saudi, they are mainly desert countries? In Dubai recently, they did a cloud sheet and there was massive flood.
Which is technology.
Which is technology. So anybody telling me that they're using one power to hold rain or to stop rain or to make rain fall, I question that thing. So you can't be telling me that you have all these powers and then we're not seeing you using it to do something positive. We're not seeing it's not reflecting in the society. That means that you don't have the power.
Mr. T, I have a question for you. Mr. T, I wanted to ask you a question, sir.
Okay, sir.
Do you think when that man did that, do you know that could be lies, right?
Please, point of correction. It is a testimony. It doesn't happen to the man. The woman came out on her own to give the testimony.
Okay.
I listened to. I watched the video that she gave her testimony. Now there are some testimonies.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done, brother. I'm not done because I like to finish my question. Okay, the lady gave the testimony in a church, and there's a purpose for that testimony. The purpose for that testimony is to recondition the people listening that there's a miracle happening there, to stay put because their own miracle is coming, which in turn will turn into money. Another question: when Apostle Suleiman say he prayed for somebody in Germany to appear in France, do you believe that that's a madness talking?
Please, number one, I will want to correct your last statement. You use the word madness or whatever. So let's not. I don't know Apostle Suleiman. I'm not his fan.
Okay.
But let's not.
All right. Okay. I take my word away. What do you think that happened when somebody say, "I pray for somebody"?
For me as human.
No, you live in Europe. You are educated. You are enlightened. So, what are the possibility of that kind of statement?
Let me respond to your question, sir.
Yeah.
My answer is, one way or the other, I don't believe that. Because how possible somebody from here, from point X will move to point Y at a long distance? I don't believe it.
Why? Why don't you believe it?
Miracle does not exist, sir.
No, why don't you believe it, my brother?
I've given you the reasons. How possible somebody at point X will move to point Y with a long distance apart?
How also
I saw
Thank you. You are now answering my question. How possible it is that...
That's why I say I'm speaking for myself.
Hold on.
That doesn't mean that I'm condemning the man of God.
Okay.
I'm not condemning.
This is the
God.
problem.
I'm not saying what he said is a lie.
This
Between himself and God, however.
This is the problem. This is the problem. The problem now is this. The same way that man said when he was praying and he said extraordinary miracle will happen in this church today, and he began to pray, and the woman say, man of God, when you are praying, I felt something coming out of my private part and it fall on the ground, and it was a ring. And the woman say he's looking for husband. It was a ring.
Mr. Ben, let me answer your question.
Go ahead, sir.
When you come up with this, you said Africa, some of the African country, that is those that do it in native way. Why don't those pastors come out plainly, rub chalk in their left eye, come out as a native doctor? Let's knew that okay, this is what they're doing. Okay, I've been in England for the past 15 years. I've never seen anywhere there's a crusade blocking the citizens' road, the community road. But in Nigeria, this is what we see every day. Every houses in Middle Belt and North, they build their houses, they build their mosques with 2 loudspeakers right at the top of it. These are things that shouldn't happen anyway. But then it kept happening. We are more religious than even the England that introduced Nigerians to religion, to Christianity. Everybody.
Yeah, hold on, sir. Somebody is speaking. Good evening, sir. But hold on.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on these questions, please? Yes, sir. My own take on this is one, God is still in the business of doing miracles. Yes, whether we believe it or not, I'm not a pastor and I'm not speaking for, because I'm a living witness. That's why I'm saying this, sorry. I am saying not to any pastor. Please, please hold on.
Allow him to land. Allow him to land.
I have seen it raw, not via any pastor, I'm not giving any glory to any pastor or any general overseer. I can say it boldly that God is still in the business of doing miracles. Now, in the area of that woman's case, please, sir, for me, I'm not saying it's fake, and I'm not saying it's real. It may even be that the ring is not even from her. However, just like she just felt like, I saw it, there's something. How are you sure that 100% that there's something came out from you? There are some testimonies, some people just want to give that testimony with faith. They just want to give the testimony with faith, that if I give this testimony with faith, what I'm expecting will come out and I will get what I'm expecting from God. That's why some people come out to encourage themselves. But the pastor will not, the lady said, when you were praying, not when you lay hands on me. This happened. So it is now to God now and the pastor. There is no, I believe if there's no intersection between both of them, or there's no arrangement between them. I can't say they are doing arrangement because I was not there. So I watch what I say.
Let me come in here.
Go ahead, Diaspora.
The reason why we're punching holes in this thing is because this thing is being blown open, on platforms where we have millions of people, thousands of people who can think for themselves and can't think logically. Now, I want to add another logical layer to this ring story, right? So you felt something drop from you, right? And then it fell in between your legs. As women, I know that we wear layers under our clothing. You wear pants, you wear tights. Exactly. How did that thing pass and fall in between your legs? So those are the kind of things that we should be thinking. Do you get? Not saying but let's help people to think and think out of the box and not just believe and run, after everything that they hear. Because honestly speaking, it's painful
It's painful. It's actually painful. Okay.
Madam, do you believe?
Do you believe what?
Do you believe that God still perform miracles?
No.
You don't want to hear that. Okay.
There's no miracle, my brother.
If you don't believe,
No. We are. Do you know one thing I do as well? Let me before. Hold on. One of the thing that I also do here. MC, go ahead. MC, take over. MC Paro, go ahead.
No. I said just summarize so that I will know where to bring in my point. Yeah.
You can come in because where I want to go, I may take you guys to a different direction. Go ahead. Because what I'm
saying is, what is this discussion about? Like, what point are we trying to portray? You get, so I'll just know what to chip in.
Okay, yeah, we had a very serious conversation before. And then we are talking about the Nigerians and their follower mentality, where Nigerians are no longer using logic to analyze things. The reason things are happening the way it's happening in Nigeria is that we have lost logic. People don't think logically anymore. How possible is this? Why? Like question WYH, WHY, just the word why. People don't ask why. Whatever they tell them, that's what they take. Then we talk about the young lady that was murdered in Abuja, and the story that the guy was giving, and the police were waiting. The guy was giving rubbish story that make no sense to a chicken. How he did this, how he caught the body. It doesn't make any sense. So we don't want to accept that. So we are talking that in general. And then we move to this part now where we enter testimony, because I said Nigerians are so myopic that anything goes. Then I started from Apostle Suleiman, who came on the pulpit the other day and say he started carrying armored card and GUN and Mopo because when he went to crusade in Ekpoma, somebody touched him and they beat him and his mouth. They wanted a prayer, and according to that, then because of that, they did not carrying all those Mopo because he feared death. Okay, so he's talking this to the member. Then we also talk about sorry, sir. Let me summarize this for you. Then we also talk about Apostle Suleiman telling a member in France to in Germany to enter airport and appear in France, and members and 5,000 people in his church stand up and clap. I'm like, Nigerians, we have gone. Then the Diaspora Diva asks, do you think this is a social engineering? Do you think there's something behind this notion that Nigerians don't question anything anymore? Whatever anybody tell them, that's what they take. So that's where we are. So this young man came up, Mr. Sati came up, and he talked about that he still believes in miracle. And we talk about a lady in Abuja that somebody prayed for and a ring drop out of her pecus. And that lady is actually looking for marriage. You need a husband. So an engagement in further. So go ahead and talk.
I think this topic is vast, yeah. And no matter how you try to, cut it, you always have some loophole. I'll start with first of all, Nigerians are gullible. And because Nigerians are gullible, anything you bring to the market, you sell. When they tell you the rich keeps getting richer, it is because of the Nigerian system. And that is why you go to the club today, you see a pastor. You go to the club today, you see a politician. You see the politician drinking with plenty of girls. And then tomorrow, the politician is doing a campaign. Then the politician will wear a chaplet. And then Nigerians are like, he's sent from heaven. See him wearing a chaplet, because we always buy what we see. Now, first, then coming to what the whole ministry of God and devil. First of all, I believe in God. I believe in spirituality. And I believe in spirituality because if you have not seen God, some of us have seen the handworks of devil. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
When I mean the handworks of devil, I grew up in Port Harcourt before I moved to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Port Harcourt, and in Port Harcourt, I've seen cheap charms like the blow drop, blow somebody, the person will fall. I've seen people mix bottle, eat it in my very before, and then vomit razor blade. I've seen people use knife to cut their skin and it did not penetrate. I've seen people shoot gun to human and nothing happened. This means that indeed there is spirituality. And if there is spirituality that has power tending towards the devil, that means there is also spirituality of power tending towards God himself, who is the Almighty. That is my first quote. So first of all, there is power above and there is power beyond. And I have not seen anybody with any belief or with any religion that has come to dispute this fact. So if indeed there is heaven and there is power above and there is power beyond, meaning that for Christianity, there is power in Christianity. For Satan, there is also power in Satan. So let's not mix this thing up. Now, let's now come down to Africa. Are people being manipulated? Yes. Are miracles being staged? Yes. Growing up also in Port Harcourt, I have seen a pastor that asked me and my...
I think your network is bad. Oh. Okay, while we wait for him, somebody else should can, because if I say what is on my mind now, they will call me Antichrist. Let me just keep quiet. Go ahead, my brother. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Morning. Me as a person, I believe there is a miracle. I've been following the story from the guy and all that. I just want to talk about this side.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's a miracle, but I think there's more that has been they stage more than even the real ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the followers tend to believe in Nigeria, my own opinion, because once we see somebody higher than us, we believe anything the person does is right and is correct. I think it's called the fallacy of argumentum. I don't know what they call it. Anything the professor says, we believe is right, even though he doesn't have knowledge in that field. As a boy that also grew up in church, I've seen a miracle. I don't know, but when I started doubting miracles, it was 2011. If you cover something with Lokoja very well, his name is, I will call his name because it's online. Abraham from Lokoja, around February, if you Google very well. It was a woman in church that noticed that this miracle was not right. And he went to report to police headquarters, Lokoja, and they went to investigate, and they caught them red-handed. Please, you can fast check me. 2011. Check, just browse Abraham online and you see it. And they realized that they paid these guys 10,000. They will bring them from Port Harcourt down to Lokoja. They will do miracle. Because we don't know them before.
Yes, strangers.
And they told them back. But I've also seen it, even me myself, there's a miracle that has happened in my life. So I believe it does happen. But when you are poor, generally, you cannot reason well, Mauga. Every advice is a good advice. Exactly. Every road is a good road. So that is the problem we have in Nigeria. Not because people cannot think, but they want a way out of their situation and predicament. That is why we find ourselves in that place. But some of us that probably you have been exposed, you are already outside there, you have seen it. Your problem is no longer hunger, what you are going to eat. So you can think well. So, but like this platform that Mr. Ben put on and so many more, we help people to also learn more. And that is why we're out there, not because we just want to talk and want to talk. And I know as we continue in this, we will know more. I don't want to go deep into some things. And when it comes to that, look at that issue of that guy that's also talking, that guy that buy that girl and all that. Like we are talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about it earlier, yeah.
That we spoke about that. You really enjoyed and followed when you started talking about it and all that. It doesn't make sense. And that is why people will also do kill for money. Because somebody told them that if you mix corn together, you do this together, like somebody said, there's also the power of the devil. Most of those powers, they are not actually, not 100% are real. So as we continue this discussion, I just want us to know that we need to speak more to help let's help our family members to break through from this miracle scandal. People around you, let them see. Lastly, even this speaking in talk, lastly on this, I was a Muslim. I follow one girl in Bishop Dennis Lukuja to FCS. So they ask everybody must not to speak in tongue. Just 2 students. I don't even know how they speak in tongue. I don't know anything. They now brought us out. People started speaking. Everybody started speaking. And I look at it. Oh, I'm the only one. Like that, almost 100 students. I was the last person. I started picking 1 or 3 languages from people that are speaking. Immediately I started speaking. Say, speak. I just started speaking. I don't know what I was speaking. Are you getting it now? So even speaking in tongue before you start praying, they are all staged. They are not moved by the spirit. That is my own experience personally. But that doesn't mean that there are no genuine ones.
Well, I do have a question for the. Okay, let me bring somebody else. Miss Moyo, go ahead. Miss Moyo, go ahead. Hold on, brother. Miss Moyo, go ahead. Okay, go ahead, Sati.
Mr. Ben, you heard what I just said now.
Yes.
That I am a living testimony that miracle exists.
You've experienced it.
That they don't. There are many of them. That's what this young man, my guy just mentioned now. There are many of these stage miracles. That's why we begin to doubt them.
If any miracle that pertain to money, like a breakthrough for your life, I don't consider that miracle.
I didn't get that.
A lot of miracles are based on financial gain. Somebody will tell you, I'm supposed to do this. God help me with this one. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
Talking about financial miracle.
Like financial miracle, like all those kind of breakthrough nonsense that I hear all the time. It's all about it's a gimmick.
Mr. Ben, I also believe in breakthrough, sir.
Yeah, but for me, that's my personal. Yeah, I respect your belief, because one thing about belief is this: what you believe, okay, and what I believe is personal, okay. But what I do not, when I see what that kind of belief have done to our society, we can't be encouraging it.
Sorry, Mr. Ben, please, so I can add up. You can add it too. Please, what is your opinion about financial miracle? Let's understand that first, so that the other brother too, so that we now know what do you think. Because when they talk about miracle, I think sometimes is an experience you have to do something right to get the desired results. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, there are. The reason I say this is very clear. There is no, in my own opinion, there is no financial miracle. That is my own, because I have seen. Hold on, sir. You have to walk. Your financial miracle, you have to walk. You have to walk. You have to. Yeah. You have to connect to get it. But my two brothers in the house, would you sit down in a church where a pastor say miracle money will appear in your pocket and people are giving testimony of miracle? Would you sit down there? Would you return back to that church? Oh no, would you return to the church? Would you return to the church? No, but if you return back to the church, you are endorsing because you are enlightened, and there are so many people that is not enlightened. You have to be ready to take a stand for something in this life. No, you are not causing commotion. You are living it. You are stepping out.
Let me share a personal experience I had 18 years ago while I was in Nigeria.
Yes.
I used to attend this church called Salem.
Mm-hmm.
I think the GO, I think is from Kogi State, kind of spread.
Yes, Samamaga.
Samamaga. Yeah. So there's this sticker we used to buy back then. Bought this sticker, 2,500, and it's written on the sticker says, "I'm covered by the God of Salem." So I bought this sticker. I stick it in my
my windshield. And then I think that sticker was there for a while, to be fair. And I believe in that prayer, actually. All right. One day, one faithful Sunday after church, Pastor drove off, and there's two. Actually, there was a car at the front. There was a pickup at the front, and then there's one at the back with mopo on it. And I said to my girlfriend at the time, I was like, "Come on, is this pastor going?" She said, "Yes." With 4 mopo, 2 at the front, 2 at the back. He's in the middle. Then I was like, "What's going on? We are protecting ourselves with this God of Salem sticker, and Pastor is protecting himself with armed guard. What's going on here? Something not right." Straight away, I peeled that off. Second experience, I was into a housing agent at the time. So I don't have office. I was working with a guy at a quarter shopping complex. And I hit the contract. I think that was the first time I hit 2 million actually. And then the pastor was squatting in his office. Actually, I squat in his office, come in, get some water to drink as a hustler and all that. So as soon as my business clicked, and he get to know that, okay, my business clicked, he want me to pay him. And myself, I was like, you know what, this is a pastor, and this money is a lot. I'm not going to give this to a pastor. Highest, the worst the pastor can do was to leave me with God, and I go with my money. I was surprised when pastor said to me, "Oh boy, if you don't give me that money, I will go believe for you." We were going back and forth. So this is it. This is to tell, okay, pastor's telling me that he's going fetish way. Why?
Because that is his original, that is what he does.
Exactly.
That's what he does. That is their normal business.
I think I really got fed up with churches. That's the fact.
So, like everybody is trying to say, there used to be this song in Yoruba that I love a lot. Like, God exists like before. We are the one that has refused to worship God like before. So that is why this miracle we are talking about, you don't see it. Sometimes I quote my pastor in church in Abuja, I say, when I joined Redeem was this fire miracle. You see it now, nothing is happening. You just watch something. So that's why they have changed their ideology. If you follow Bible very well, I like Book of Proverbs very well, because it teaches you principle to success, to behavior, to peace of mind. That is what I like, that Book of Proverbs very well. But now all they do is money. Any church they don't talk about money, even you will not enjoy the church. Another thing, you see this, their mic they are using now, their speaker, is really affecting the way we reason. I've come to realize. By the time they are talking and the speaker is doing, you be in the spirit, you think everything. I'm not condemning anything. I've told them sometimes. You think you're in the spirit. And that is why most of our people have been enslaved because of this poverty. And they want breakthrough. And that's why we are where we are. I have somebody very, 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 very close to me. She has sold her gold for this breakthrough. For 22 years, she has been there. I mocked to one last week. She's a friend. I said, a pastor in Abuja said she should pay seed of, is it 200,000? In 40 months, husband will come. I told her, I said, this is 2 years now. Your husband has not come. And I told her that time. She thought I was mocking her. She slept in the church for complete 21 days.
For husband.
I said Nigerian husband is lack of economic development. If there's economic development in Nigeria, there will be massive marriages.
Well, I want to go because I got a long day tomorrow. We've been here for almost 3 hours now, but it's all good. But before we go, I want you to listen. Mr. Sati, listen to this.
So they took her to their dungeon in the forest. There are several other people tied down like this, like slaves. Wicked people. And so
kidnap a member, and they took her to a dungeon. and there are several other people tied down. Just listen.
Coming to take her baby from her hand. The compassion of a baby welled up in her. She took her bag and threw it at them. And a Shiloh flyer fell out of that bag. And I began to speak in tongues. Oh, these angels of the devil fell.
My problem is that people who are saying this because of I still have a problem saying the poverty because of this thing. Because we have people who are do you know what it means to study medicine, to be a medical doctor? Do you know what it means to be an engineer? Do you know what it means to be a lawyer? Do you know how much intellect you need to put in, to study this thing? So it's not poverty. And you cannot tell me that an average doctor is poor, quote unquote, right? So it's not poverty. There's that lesson that
I've already said it. It's like they blow the air.
we're looking at here. Yeah, they say there's something in the food we're eating or in the water we're drinking that's not making people think.
It's gonna get worse.
Madam, people.
We have not seen the end of this yet.
Hello?
I can hear you.
You don't say people are not thinking. People are thinking. It's just that what the summary of everything is that we are looking for miracle. We are not searching for God. Just like what this man just said now. He made mention of you believed in that sticker, that pastor. The sticker the man asked them to buy. He had more belief in that sticker than he believe on God himself. So
yeah, that was how we were programmed.
That is not serving God. You're serving the man. You're serving the pastor. The young man that just left now mentioned the word book of Proverbs. It's because we don't read our Bible. We always want to what the pastor says. That's the only thing. We should know God ourselves. Know God yourself. Not what the word is saying. Not what the pastor is saying. You don't know God for yourself. You are using the sticker of a pastor because he said.
Can I ask a very courageous question from the house? This is not directly to you. If I know God, what will I achieve? What will be my achievement if I say I know God? Like I know God like Oyedepo, I know God like Apostle Suleiman, I know God like Pastor Leche. What do I achieve?
Are you in one way or the other saying that knowing God is not profitable?
No, I'm asking, what do I achieve? What is my gain? It's a very important question. Like God need me to know him before he bless me. God need me to.
It's a very nice if a Japanese or a Chinese
Yes.
or an Indian is asking this question too.
Yes. So God want me to know him before he bless me, before he protect me. Do you think God watch when that young girl? Hold on, sir. Hold on, brother. Hold on. I'm saying something, please. Okay. When that girl was in the room with that man, and that man took a knife, and between him and the man, and God above is watching. What do you think? Who help? If you are there, would you act? If any of us is in that present, would you not take stone and hit it to the guy and say, "Who are you? You can't do that"? Would you not do that? You would do it. Mr. T, would you not attack the guy and say, "You cannot harm this girl"?
That's correct.
If I am doing that to somebody, you attack me. If you are doing that to my child, do you think I will attack you immediately and say you can't do it? So do you think God was watching?
This is a big one. Mr. Ben, I want to attend to this particular thing you raised now.
No, Mr. T, sorry, sir. Do you think God was watching when that girl was helpless? And this.
I have what to say. Please, I have what to say to your question.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Bene, I want us to understand something. First of all, Christianity is a religion. That's one. And people who believe in the Christianity, they have models or whatever way they follow it up. Secondly, with respect to what you just said now, it's like when you come to Nigeria now, if you see a lion chasing a goat or chasing anything, people will rush the lion and try and let the lion not eat. Or you see a cat chasing. The same question you just asked now. God has created this world and there is a system that runs. The same way you go to the zoo and people who go to Night GOY, they will see a lion chasing a deer. They don't interrupt it. They film it because that is the system. That is the way the world works. If God decides to protect everybody, you and I will not be here. It simply means that our great-grandfathers will still be in this world. So I want us to first of all understand that this is what this person believes. And that is why when you come in the Western world, they allow people to practice what they believe. Because this question we're asking today, nobody has come to any conclusion. A lot of people, the other time I asked someone in the UK that, do you believe in God? And what she responded is, I've not given it a thought. And probably the reason why she has not given it a thought is because in the Western world, a lot of stores are just in place. So people are not even bothered about a lot of things. In Africa, there's poverty, there's illiteracy. People don't question anything. The only point me myself I'm trying to create on this platform is, first of all, if it is about God, there is God. If it is about fake prophecy, there is fake prophecy. If it is about God's intervention in mankind, there is God's intervention in mankind. If it is about people coming to fake prophecy, there are fake pastors, 1 million and 1 billion of them.
You know what?
There are people who are
I want you to hold your thought there. We got two people in. One of you guys can start talking now. Okay, yeah. Kemi, you can go ahead and speak, please, if you want to contribute.
Good evening, Mr. Ben. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I've been listening. I've been laughing. I've been rolling.
See.
You see, I personally believe in God. But I hardly believe in all these pastors because I've had different experience. I've had people close to me, had one or two experience with them, and I've resolved to the conclusion that anything that has to do with religious, I leave people to whatever they choose to believe, whatsoever they choose to follow. Because you see, in this part of the world, Nigeria, one of the people, I think, okay, let me say 3 categories of people that it will take you till thy kingdom come before you will be able to change their mindset about a particular thing they believe. One, religious people. Because you see, these pastors, there's a way they becloud their followers' mentalities that there is no other thing they can tell them out of the context of what the pastor is saying that they will never believe. The second set of people, they are APC members. Yeah, there is nothing you can tell APC members about APC. Even if you tell them, as long as that politician is an APC member, even if he says, okay, they are bringing bulldozer to bulldoze everyone in Nigeria tomorrow, he's right. He's very right. APC members, everything about their party is very, very correct. I'm not a politician. I don't belong to any party anyways, but that is just it. So you see these religions of 18, I think we should just leave people to what they want to believe, how they want to live their... Me personally, I believe there is God. I believe in building a relationship with him. Fine. I've encountered him, God, in the past, and if I ever wake up some days and say there is no God, then probably I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. So there is God, fine. I believe there's God there. The way this pastor goes about it, the way they manipulate people, the way they no. It's high time. Yes, it's high time. People just okay.
Can I quickly say something to you, Kemi? Right?
You
know,
I don't know, and I think Mr. Ben can relate. Yeah, you see, this thing, it was never like this. I don't know, what generation you are, but I think that this thing was never like this. It's like creeping in slowly and slowly and slowly until it became this massive monster that we are seeing today. And what's the point of time we couldn't have this conversation.
When I demo do his first whatever, like that was in 1990.
Yeah, but it was long before then. Do you get? That's why I said that it's like creeping in slowly, slowly. We never knew all of these things. Do you get? It came in slowly, slowly, and now it has become a massive. Where you go, every corner, everywhere you go on the street, you see one building with three different, all of them are doing the same time and all that.
My sister,
let me finish here. Wait, let me finish here. And once upon a time, it was forbidden to have this kind of conversation. No one believed 10 years ago that the people we are speaking up against now would ever be spoken about like this freely and openly. Mr. Ben, can you relate?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's good for us to have this kind of conversation because whether we like it or not, it is not a healthy way to build this kind of society that we are living in. At all.
I think the problem is this. That this is my own. Let me just add my own into this. Okay, I grew up as a Christian, and I begin to practice Christianity, and I've always questioned my where I stand in it because everything don't make no sense for me. I was forced to read Bible up and down, and I actually read the Bible. But then one time I was in a church and I was young, and there was this Lebanese woman um, that married a Nigerian man, and that Lebanese man the Nigerian man is rich, so he travel around and come back, and we're attending a local church, and they have two kids. So the woman now said, "You need a guy to come and stay in the house with them because it's in the night. They have a big mansion. They just need a man." And at that time, I was available. So the church basically said, one youth member can volunteer and sleep in this woman's property. So I was there. I discovered this woman is the nicest person in the world. Like before I get up and go to school, the woman will prepare hot water. That time there won't be light. They will prepare hot water, and then there will be hot water in my bathroom. There will be hot water in the children's bathroom. She was nice to me. She was very nice to me. So when the husband returned, the husband would bring gift for me. And I don't know what is going on. I was young. And one time they fight. The church and this family have a problem. So they left the church. The next thing they came to me, it was my sister that came to me and said, "You can't live there anymore." I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Because they are excommunicating them." I said, "Why? What is excommunicate?" "Because they are having problem with the ministry." I said, "How does that concern me?" My sister was like, "Eh?" So I've been a labor all my life. I'm like, "How does that concern me?" When are they crazy? I said, "I go stay there." I said, "I will stay there." Do you know they sent me out of the church? I used to play drum. They said I can't play drum anymore because I disagree. That was when I begin to get awakening about this organized religion and what it means. For me, when I moved to Europe, I learned better. I look at Europe standard. Then I went even to read more theory book, and I read all other writers, and I say, who gave us the Bible? What is the purpose of giving us the Bible? I now see the purpose. The first time they brought it is to colonize us. They took our culture, they gave us their name. They enslave our mind, which is the worst enslavery. You touch the mind of the people. In the whole of Europe, religion did not touch anybody's mind. In the whole of Europe, religion never touch anybody's mind, but they touch our mind. They gave us their names, they gave us their language, they gave us their God. They took our resources, they took our people. They even took the remaining of our God. Hold on. They took the symbol of our God and take it to England and all the museum and laugh over it. The people who brought us that book, let us be honest, the British brought us Christianity, especially Nigeria. They don't practice it. You don't hear them talking about it. They don't believe in heaven. Yes, they don't believe there's any heaven. They don't believe in the word forgiveness. Oyibo people do not believe in forgiveness. But the same people wrote it there. If your enemy slap you on the left, turn the other one to control you as a slave. Because when they were doing it, the only power we have is that they give you Sundays. You are not working today. You are resting. You are not picking cocoa. And then they indoctrinated our children. So we grow up passing it over to our children. That is why if you come to the UK and you preach to any child as a teacher, you will get fired. If you preach Jesus to a child in this country, you will be fired. They will remove you from school. If you go to school as a teacher, you are a Nigerian, you go tell a child, give your life to Christ. The child go to report you to their mother. You are going to disciplinary hearing. They fired the nurse. You want to pray. In this country, if they employ you as a nurse and you pray for your client, prayer, or they employ as a care worker, where they assign medicine for you to give to your client every 2 hours, and you come in the morning and say, in the mighty name of Jesus, you shall be healed. That will be the day you lose your job. But this is what Africa has become. So what the church is doing, which what my sister said, Diaspora Diva said, it was an organized, this is how I defined it the last time. This is church. This is government. And these are the people. What the government is supposed to do for me, when I want to go and talk to the government, the church block me and say, pray to God. God will do it for you. Healing, road, safety, jobs, opportunity, fairness, justice. We ask God for justice. In this country, we ask government for justice. If you look at how many prayer people are praying today for this guy that murdered this girl, everybody is saying God will punish you. God, no. The government will punish you. So this is what the church has been able to do in Africa. Hello, sir. Yes, this is what the government has been able to do. I promise you this. Let me just say it clearly and clearly. As a man with enlightened ability, the church are complete agent of government of Africa. And they will use it until they can't use it no more. I asked a question before. For those of you guys that believe in this powerful, mighty God, do you think God was aware when this man was butchering this girl to 80 pieces before he even conceived it in his mind? If the omniscience is watching and omniscience did not help this girl, what kind of omniscience is that? If omniscience is watching and a child is being molested and kept quiet, what kind of a God is that? And that's why I come back to you that believe in that. If I'm about to harm a child and you are there, what would you do? And all of you answer, you will react, you will intercede, you will do it. You, as ordinary person, You, that when you turn your face this side, you can't even see your back. But you will do something. And you guys say we should just forget about the questioning. The Anglican Church have just approved gay priest yesterday on Sunday. A gay can be a priest now. Let me see what Nigerian Anglican people will do. No, not even a Catholic. Anglican have done their own long time ago. The Catholic have done their own now. Those are the people that import religion to us. Nigerians are flying to Rome to come and see Pope, and they will abuse Bobrisky. But the man they are coming to see say it's okay for a gay to be a priest because they are enlightened. They know more. They know this book was used to deceive Africa. They cannot use it to deceive their people. But we embrace it. Yet we are asking, why is things not getting better? How can things get better? Where we embrace falsehood, lies, deceitfulness, things that is not existing. A man just told you now that a wedding ring pop out from somebody's toto, and people are clapping. A wedding ring that is carved pop out from person toto. It trigger anger. Notorious, what did you say? Good evening. You can raise your voice a little bit so we can hear you on YouTube.
Sorry, can you get me now?
Yes.
To me, this religion issue is everywhere. It affects everywhere, even the white.
Battery 90%.
I don't know if you have time some place you can.
Otori's iPhone. Otori's MacBook Air. iPhone. Seth's MacBook Air. OTRI's iMac. KOC Joseph's iPhone.
Go ahead, sir.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
Yes, in the Scandinavia.
They were using this same religion to keep in their own times. If you get not just for Africans that are victims. But to me, I read the Bible, and when I read the Bible, the way I understand the Bible, it is different from the teachings that we be that they are giving us, and that's just a problem. I go from a Christian family, and honestly speaking, I was supposed to go with that mentality, or if I was supposed to be against their teachings, it would have.
We can't hear you. Well, I think your network, Mr. Notorious S. Yeah, go ahead, but put your voice up a little bit. If people, go ahead.
So I was just saying that it's not only Africa that is victim of this issue, and one of our sisters said now it is like before. Yes, it's true, but I still believe all these things have been happening for many years now, since in the 80s, but it's just that we were not informed. Now information circulate anyhow, mostly in social media. So it helps us to see these things very fast. That's why we see it as if it is now, of which all these things that is happening about churches has been happening long ago. I am a Christian, and I believe in God. You asked a question here, and honestly, I myself am not able to answer you that question. It was a very big question when you said, when you said, what is my base of knowing God, of believing in God? that question, like maybe someone can answer you. But there is something I know personally. God exists, and if I was supposed to believe in God from the way I was brought up, maybe I've forgotten. But since I am somebody that loves doing my own personal research, and I understood that there are even some books that speaks even about the word more than what is written in the Bible, there I understood that now something is wrong. And the worst of all is that we know the Bible is manipulated, so we don't know what to take anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna go, and this is my thought before I leave. We have over 1 point something billion Chinese people. We have over almost a billion Indians. I don't believe there's any God that will send them to hell because they don't believe in what we believe in Africa. We have the continent of Europe. They don't believe what we believe, even though they sold it for us. Now, if you go to India, you see people worshiping cow as their god. What is the difference between that? Cow, and that is their god. There in my village, people worship stones, rock. And those people, they don't believe in heaven. It's just a confusion, basically. I think religion, the more we begin to drop it, the better it is for this world. Because then we can basically engage our mind and use it for better things that this world has to offer. Because everybody is talking about heaven, life after death, but no one has ever have one testimony about what it looked like. I could sit down here and I say I have 10 Rolls Royce outside. Do I have 10 Rolls Royce outside? God is not in any affairs of men. We are in charge of our affair. I'll say this again. I respect you that you have a soul, you have conscience, you have a mind. But explore this beautiful world. Love people, fight for justice for people, stand for other people that can't stand for themselves. But fighting because of heaven, you will never enjoy the benefit of this world if you keep on fighting about heaven. It's a myth. It's a lie. And with time, you will know. There was a time I wanted to slap somebody when somebody told me this. I almost cursed the person with my bone. But today, I saw it differently. And when you now watch the influential of religion in Nigeria, you can see these are criminals. These are criminals. These are fraudsters. They are worse than your president. Some of them are worse than this guy that pied this girl now. Those are the custodian of this heavenly race. The custodian of heavenly race. They are pimps.
Mr. Ben, can I say something?
Thank you. Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yes, Kim, go ahead.
You see, in as much as I believe there is God, you see, all these church, all these doctrines, all these religious beliefs, honestly, is not part of me. I'm not part of it. You see, this heaven of a thing, while I was growing up, I had the belief that fine, there's heaven, there's this about heaven. There were a lot of beliefs they made us to believe then, but as time goes on, things begin to unfold, and at some point, I was like, no. I later believed that this whole thing about heaven was it was presented to us to control human wickedness.
Yes.
If you ask me.
Yes.
Just to control human wickedness, so that people will have fear that when they die, something is going to happen. But personally, if you ask me, honestly, I don't believe.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. No. Because something you say, I told you guys when we start this kind of conversation, it can take hours, but we're going to end it. But to control human wickedness, okay, I love that word, but it is not to control human wickedness. The first people who brought this thing, the people behind it, okay, there are about 7 different religions before Christianity that preach the same thing. This myth of Jesus has been coming. It has been recycling years and years. And it's all about control. The people that brought it, they never preach it to themselves. Okay, it was to stop the people that want to take over their land. It was to stop them from retaliating. So they see themselves as a wicked. They said, we are wicked. We are going to hell. You have to be good to go to heaven. Yes, sir.
I want to say something, and in as much as I understand the point you're coming from, I'm a very factual somebody.
Yes.
I don't know how to put it, but I just believe that there are few questions I will ask everybody on this platform.
Ask me.
And even after we've ended this meeting, I want everybody to just go home and reflect on it. One is, it is easier for us as humans to come up and make some assumption, make some claim, and be logical about a lot of stuff about life. Have you ever slept, woke up in the morning, and understand that throughout the moment you were sleeping, you have no power over yourself? That's a miracle. You don't know what is happening to you. You grew up probably as a baby, you don't even know 1 + 1. Now, growing up, my encounter with God, it's my personality. Whether I have the whole stories, whether Muslims or whether atheists, nobody has ever come up to say Jesus did not exist.
Okay.
With all the research that I'm coming on, with all the research that has been done in the world till date, nobody has ever come up to say this book called the Bible is falsified. Which means that if nobody has proven anything about the Bible to be false, it simply means that there is a man called Jesus that existed. And no one has also come. Even the Muslims will tell you that Jesus Christ performed miracle. The only thing they don't want to confirm is whether Jesus Christ is the Son of God or not the Son of God. Coming to everything that you have said, I have sat down as a human in this world, and I have asked myself, I am educated, I am exposed, I'm very knowledgeable.
And you are open. Yeah.
This earth now, I'm coming. Everything that is on this earth now was made out of something. The human being we are seeing definitely came from somewhere.
Okay.
If anybody sits down to tell me now, sorry, if anybody sits down to tell me now that there is no being that brought mankind to existence, I would just feel like probably you have not asked yourself some questions about life.
Hold on. I have a question for you. Please wait. Stay there. Don't move.
I'm here.
Don't move. This is a milk.
Yeah.
Okay. If I put this milk here and cover it, okay, and put it here for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, what do you think will happen? No. What else will happen again? Something else will happen again.
It will go bad.
And after go bad, it will produce a maggot.
Yes, it will go rotten. To smell.
Maggot. You know maggot?
Yes.
maggot, okay? And maggot will have a life, will be walking. There will be a life inside the maggot. If I also take this curtain and put some dirt on it and cover it and put it and leave it there, it will produce a cockroach. A cockroach with feather that can fly. There was no cockroach there before. Cockroach did not come from outside. Eh? When there is no air. Yes. Yes, it get rotty and then it produce animal. How do you explain that? Eh? So how do you explain that? Because you want to tell me that everything that is made is made. Eh? What I'm trying to explain to you is yes. This process you are saying now, there's what is called reverse chemistry. This thing you just explained to me now. Yes. Can you take it to the point of origin where it started? You talk about this one. You can say human being came from this person. The Adam gave birth to this person. Eve gave birth to this person. Where did the world start from? No, what I'm trying to tell you now is that I have just given you the whole of a creation of you can create animal like that. What I'm trying to say is, Mr. Ben, with all due respect, everything that you have mentioned now, if you have told me that when you cover a milk and it ferments and gets rotten, after 6 days it will produce a caterpillar. You do it, you repeat the same thing. After 4 days, it will produce a cockroach. You repeat the same thing. After 7 days, it will produce a fowl. I will now understand the perspective you're coming from. I am telling you that humanity, as it is right now, as the world is in existence now, nobody has come. Because this argument now, or this discussion is on two parts. One is there God? Personally, yes. For me, there is God. Mm-hmm. Do I believe in God? Yes, mm-hmm. I believe in God. Do I believe in miracle? Yes, I believe in miracle. Have I encountered it in my life? Yes, I have experienced it. And now, the reason why I'm saying this is, I told one of my colleagues one day that we were talking that somebody that you give birth to a child and you see your child, when it's time for the child to start growing teeth, the child starts growing teeth. When it's time for the child to start walking, the child starts walking. When it's time for the child to start running, the child will start running. And you watch your child grow from baby stage to adult stage. You think it is easy. You think it is how life is. Until you find someone who has given birth to a child and at birth the child seems to be okay. And 20 years down the line, the child is still in the same spot. And then you question life and you don't have answers to it. You have answers. You have answers to that. I'm coming. Some of us, you see that we come out and just say, oh, I believe in this. It is out of personal encounter. I'm not here to preach to anybody or to tell you what to believe or what not to believe. What I'm saying is, the reason why some people believe in what they believe in is out of common encounter. I have been in a situation. I was not born into a Christian family. I was born into a family where if you come to my compound, my family everywhere, you see all shrine and all killing. I have seen them walk. I have seen fetish thing one-on-one. I have been to a river where there is crocodile. I walked in that river. The crocodile did not give it foul. So if I tell you something now, I am not telling you to come. I am telling you that personally, me that is talking now, I have seen the devil one-on-one, and I have encountered God. And I can tell you vividly that forget the whole miracle, the whole fake to me, the whole story. It is only when you have that one-on-one encounter. That's why even whether Pastor Chris is talking today, or Oyedepo is talking today, or this person is talking today, I don't go to any church. I don't follow anybody to do religious practice. But personally, I know that God exists because I have had an encounter with him. I have also had an encounter with the devil. So all of us are just saying maybe there is God. Do you think sorry sir, sorry. because you're waking me up from something that I really, really want to get out of my mind. Do you think the devil is competing with God?